And we should be live? Find out. Yeah, we should be good. World's worst podcast. Number 7. Number 7. That's fucking pretty good, guys. So that's impressive as fuck. I honestly thought we'd get like 3 in and then everything would just fall apart at the seams. Like a cheaply made Chinese t-shirt, you know what I mean? But this thing's holding together well, like a superiorly made Nike shoe. Yeah, they last. How's your guys' week been?
You actually should. I still have a pair.
Yeah, I was gonna say I bought a pair of Nikes like 3 years ago, I think, and they're still like holding up pretty good.
Yeah, man.
So tiny fingers, dude, from those children being able to get into the crazy stitching that you'd never think you'd be able to get with a normal sewing machine, right?
That double reinforcement.
That's nice, and the threat of beatings.
Some Nike SBs.
Yeah, that's pretty good time. So how was your guys' week? You have a good week?
Yeah, not bad.
How's your foot recovery, Brennan? Starting to do better?
Good. Should be back to work Monday.
Nice. Are you excited for that, or are you kind of disappointed?
Yeah, I think so.
Next week's supposed to be pretty hot again too, so you picked
okay.
Picked a good week.
AC.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah. I guess that's true. You're in the car, for most, or in the van most of the time. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got like fucking. You got a radio and shit in there too. You can listen to like podcasts while you're driving around and shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just got my auxiliary cord that I plug into my phone.
Yeah.
Rip tunes from London to Mississauga.
That's pretty cool.
Every day.
How long's that drive? London to Mississauga. What does that take you?
2 hours. Oh, an hour and 45.
One way, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, about 2 hours. Depends how traffic is. Lately, it's been a little less because there's like no one on the road.
Right. But that's pretty. That's a pretty good amount of driving for sure, eh? For like every day.
And that's like straight there. So along the way, I have like. So I stop in Woodstock, going out, and then it depends. I can have it depends how many stops I have. Sometimes I have to go the opposite way to like Sarnia first.
Oh, really?
And then all the way down. So that's like an hour drive to Sarnia.
Oh, you had to go like all the way to Sarnia.
London. Yeah, and
Jesus.
then go to Mississauga. But that's not very often. Sometimes I have to go like Windsor as well. But
the Poutine Man is watching.
The Poutine Man, who dat?
Greg.
Oh, Greg, yeah. What's up, Greg? We haven't talked to you in forever, dude. Miss your ass. I hope they bring back fucking open mics and like fun things soon. Hopefully we'll be allowed to be inside. But they're opening patios. I was out walking around today to go and grab some beer and groceries and stuff, and I saw all the patios. They're not full, obviously, you know what I mean? They're doing their distancing thing or whatever, but lots of people out, you know what I mean? Everybody's enjoying the sunshine and going out to the patios and having beers and lunch and stuff like that, so... I think it's only it's pretty inevitable, just a matter of time now before everything's kind of back to more normalcy again towards like businesses and shit like that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm highly looking forward to that, man. I'm getting a little cooped up in my house for sure. It'd be very nice to be able to go out.
Places would fucking stay open a bit later at this point.
That's the other thing that kind of sucks is like everything closing at like 9 and 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? It's getting to be a little annoying, but it is what it is, you know.
Yeah,
another couple of months.
It's got to be right.
Yeah, man. Don't want people to die from horrible infectious diseases and stuff. So, I'd preferably just not rather be responsible for it. Is my conundrum.
That's true.
If I thought if somebody at my work got sick, you know what I mean, and like I'm not that guy. I wear a mask all the time at work. I'm a good guy. But if somebody got sick at work, you know what I mean, then like that would always be in the back of my head where I'm like, oh, that definitely could have been me. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's not cool, dude. Like, why do you gotta be that asshole that, like, wants to make somebody sick just because you're too selfish to wear a mask for fucking your shift? Or, like, fuck off, dude. Roll up. But it won't be much longer now. I think everything will be back to normal a little bit, which would be great. So that'll be cool.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
No? Are you afraid of horrible diseases?
Nah.
Nah, Jarrod fears no man. Jarrod doesn't fear anything except for the husband walking in while he's with the man's wife.
He doesn't fear that.
He does. He admitted to me in his most confident hour. He's not worried about what he'll do. He knows he'll kill the man. But he's worried, you know what I mean? Like, that
it's
is
just
going to
having
happen.
to do that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have to kill the husband. He wants to kill the husband's pride.
It ruins the mood, dude.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude. There's nothing that'll set that off quicker than murdering her husband in front of her.
Mm-hmm. That kills it a bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't see that swinging back. There's some situations when you're like hooking up with somebody where something might go a little bit into left field, you know what I mean? But you can run real quick and make that catch and like still get the out. Like
I
everything
don't know
will
if
be
there's
okay.
recovery off
Yeah,
that.
there's no catching that ball. That ball's fucking gone, dude. They shot that foul into the stands. Gonzo. How about your week, Jarrod? Anything interesting happen on your week?
No.
No.
Well, nothing early in the week. I finally got to see real people, including Brendan, on Friday.
Oh, nice, nice. Glad to see that I wasn't invited. That's cool.
Went to Carly and Keith's. Oh, you could have come if you started walking like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just walk to another city. It'll be fine. It's not the principle of whether or not I could have came. It's the invitation
Robbie's
that I
in the
could
chat,
deny.
stuff, Robbie.
All right, you fucks.
And then
That's cool
after
though.
that, I waited till midnight to start playing The Last of Us. And that has been my life.
Oh yeah,
And
how's that been?
that's what's been consuming you.
I never played the
pretty
first
dope.
one or like followed it at all, but
I like it a lot. It's getting
heard
pretty
a
good
lot of
reviews.
people like it.
It's quite beloved.
Read some reviews. People like it, and then but like other people are like, it sucks. We're the person. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
see
you're
how
always
it
gonna
sucks,
get
but
that,
whatever.
right?
Yeah, for sure. Even like in my group of like friends and stuff, I've heard like such like varying opinions. Like Jarrod was saying, he's like,
Oh,
it's
great.
amazing.
Oh,
I really like it.
terrible.
Yeah. And then other buddy was like,
Yeah.
he logged off with Tarkov the other night, like at midnight, so he could go play it. And he was like saying how he wasn't looking forward to it because he watched the leaks. You know what I mean? And he was like, I just didn't like the like direction the leaks were going and blah blah blah.
Why would the game
Yeah,
here?
always do
So
that. No, yeah.
Well, that's a totally other argument, but like you know what I mean. Like I do that too. Like I watch
I guess,
or
yeah,
I listen
preview,
to
yeah.
I listen to
See
the
what
fucking
you
Well, I watch
leaks for
previews,
Star
but, like,
Wars. I
somebody
listen to all the
leaks,
leaks. I don't
like,
care. Doesn't bother the
somebody
movie
leaks
experience to
every
me.
single cutscene.
Yeah.
They like release the whole story in cutscenes.
That-
I can't
I
remember who
still,
it was that I knew. It was actually annoying because they'd go so far as to like.
Robbie, what's up, brother?
Oh,
I used to work with
What's
the
going
guy,
on, man?
and I'd be like, "Oh, did you watch this episode of the
My
show?"
chat's
yet?"
not
I'm like,
updated.
"No, I'll watch it later." He'd be like, "You won't believe who died. I'm not gonna tell you who, so it's not spoilers." Like,
Don't
"No, I
say
have to sit
that!"
here and watch
you're like,
this."
oh fuck.
And, like,
Fuck!
Somebody's gonna die eventually.
Why
so
would
I'm
you-
just waiting for somebody
Why do
to
you do that? Like, you know what I
fucking
mean? Like,
pay
oh,
attention.
I'm not spoiling anything, but I'm just saying a very important character that everyone loves is going to die. And then it's like pretty fucking easy to process of eliminate which character's going to die. You fucking
Probably the black
dickheads.
one.
Always the black. If there's a black one involved, then yeah, hedge your bets. It's probably not going to end well. Especially if it's a horror
Or
movie.
or if Sean Bean's in your show, he's gonna die.
Sean Bean might not die first, but he's guaranteed to die. Yeah, for sure. Sean Bean, like,
did you hear
never
that dude who
lives.
played Bilbo, like old Bilbo?
yes, I know that was
Oh, really?
sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
88. I
Yesterday?
think he was 88.
I thought he
Yeah.
was 111 in the first.
111 years old. Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Lion
111th
bastard, dude was only
birthday.
80.
I like half
Lion
as you
died.
have as much as I would like, and I like less than half of you have as much as you deserve. Yeah, that was sad. 88. You know, if he got on the boat and he sailed off to the Grey
That's good
Havens,
enough.
you know, he's off in the Undying Lands now. He's with who else is over there? Gandalf and Frodo. And after Sam's done being mayor and having 8 kids, he'll go there too after his wife dies. That happened in the book too. I forgot about Sam marries that Rosie chick, and they have a bunch of children, little weird redheaded hobbit kids. And then he's the mayor of the Shire for a long time. And then Rosie dies, and then he's like, "Well, this sucks. I'm going to the Grey Havens. I'm going to see Frodo again." And he just leaves like his kids.
Oh, fuck this.
Like, sorry kids, I'm out. I miss my not gay lover that I'm not longing for. I'm definitely straight and always was attracted to your mother. Never
But
questioned
fucking,
that.
Does like Pippin and them go too, or they go back to the Shire?
Pippin and Merry, no, they stay in the Shire. They become, I can't remember. One of them becomes like Lord of something of one of the areas. Like they become like the high up or whatever. And then I can't remember if that's the same, if it's Merry or Pippin, but one of them also gets called back to Gondor. And yeah, there's all kinds of cool shit that happens after the books and stuff. The Fourth Age. All the nerd shit that happened. The Age of Men, when the Age of Magic and Elves have faded. And all the happiness is gone. Oh, there's in the chat. I didn't even see. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it updated. Oh, my chat's not scrolling down. That's what's going on. I have to like manually scroll it. These magical Facebook chats that just don't keep updated on their own. I love
Man,
it.
that's the only reason I like signed back in. I like close my Facebook every time we do one of these, or like fucking do the the deactivate thing. The only reason is so I can like see chat and like stuff
Hi.
while we're doing this. Heyo.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing, poo face? Jarrod claimed you as a turd, and now you are a turd, poop head. Everybody point and laugh at the poop head. I don't know which direction chat's in. This way.
That way.
That way. There we go. Good job, guys. We did it. I had a pretty moderately uneventful week. I was just training at work, and that was...
Yeah, Martin, you were pointing the wrong way on the actual stream.
Shit!
I just watched it back.
Damn. Well, whatever. All right. You get the
right?
point.
It's the camera actually flips it, except for Jarrod's.
Yeah, Jarrod's probably already flipped. His laptop is intelligent.
Huh.
It's a difference when you use like an off-board camera. I think it usually doesn't flip it like that. It's weird.
Dude, mine literally doesn't even have a readable name on it. It's all just like Chinese characters.
That's safe. I bet you know.
Chinese Mandarin, whatever it is. I don't know.
Where'd you get it?
Mandarin. Yeah,
Mandarin.
Where did you end up getting that one?
It doesn't even look like that. It honestly, looks like a type of Korean.
Pointing the wrong way. Shut up!
Pick the right language.
Oh, it's Beans. What's up, Beans? What are you saying, dude?
Hey.
How's it going, brother? But yeah, no, I had a pretty like uneventful
many hours
week,
in your boat today and become red lobster.
Wait,
again?
you have a boat? Have you achieved ultimate white person status by owning a boat? That's fucking
Canoe.
Oh, all right. Well, you're almost there then. Someday you'll have the yacht.
Did you burn yourself again, bud?
That's fucking pretty cool, dude. Have you guys ever been on a canoe?
About buying a yacht. He's like, don't buy a yacht unless you can afford 10 yachts.
That's so. Yeah, apparently, it's like the maintenance of the yacht that kills you. It's not the yacht
and,
itself.
Like, docking it and keeping it.
Oh, but yeah, keeping it somewhere.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, apparently they like gouge you on that shit. Jesus Christ, this soft natural lighting is not doing well for my pasty white skin. Look at this.
That is very bright,
dude. I'm like
bright
translucent.
Lighting. I have terrible lighting in here.
I'm using the sun as my light right now.
You can see my shitty light in my TV.
What if I do that?
I'm using the sun.
One of my light bulbs burnt out.
Is that better?
Let's find out.
Is that a little more balanced?
Yeah, that's more reasonable. It's more centered anyways, for sure.
Yeah, because before I had my light there, but now I hung like a little light behind my...
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Computer.
You should get one of those little ring lights. Yeah, everybody noticed Brendan's new poster?
Yeah.
That thing's fucking super cool, dude. I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, where did you get that? Amazon?
Amazon, yeah. It was like $13, so...
That's awesome.
Oh,
Can't beat
and
that.
it showed up 2 weeks ago and your mom never told me.
I never knew.
What the hell?
She should have been like, hey, Brenda.
Because I ordered it because she has the Prime. She has the Prime somewhere. I always like use her stuff. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then she was like, what was it? I can't remember. I was like asking, has that shit ever shown up? Finally, I'm like, there's a tube that's been sitting there for 2 weeks.
Oh,
okay, cool.
I wonder what's inside said tube. I wonder. Let's take guesses.
Poster tube. Literally says on the side poster. I'm like, fuck off.
I'm starting to think now.
Damn it.
I'm gonna put the clues together like Sherlock Holmes. The numbers are flying past me. I'm gonna say there's a poster in that poster board. What a crazy guess.
Is this Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock or fucking Benedict?
The one where he's like clapping dudes in the ears and shit. That's a horrible movie.
Clapping dudes in the ears?
Yeah, he does in the fight scene. He fucking thunderclap, and he fucking smacks the dude.
Watched.
You're not missing much, dude.
That's great.
My kid pooped. Peace, boys. Peace, Beans. Enjoy your poop. You have a good time. Beans got a fucking... Beans, I don't have a kid because I'm fairly sure that my semen isn't effective. I've never been safe or cautious about it, and I've just gotten lucky every time, dude. So, like, I'm pretty sure my cum's, like swimming into itself, you know what I mean? It doesn't know which direction the eggs are. So, like, I'm safe, dude. I'm just shooting terribly, terribly useless blanks. Punching each other in the head. No, I'm gonna get to the egg, and then one knocks the other one out and shit. No, I'm getting to the egg.
They're killing each other.
Yeah, and then finally by the end, the last one like killed the other one so much. He's like so exhausted. He's like, I can't even make it, and he just dies from malnourishment. And that's how my cum works.
Should have had a V8.
And he just fucking dies off, and he's laying there, and he's useless. He's not impregnating nothing, dude. Nothing. Beans has a canoe. That's pretty fucking cool. I've never been on a canoe. You guys ever canoed?
No.
I have an arbitrary fear of open water, so
I've never been on a boat, but I've definitely been on a boat like 3 times.
I have like a terrible. Yeah, no, I got terrible fear of open water. I can't even go on lakes.
I man.
I can't do it. I fucking have like anxiety. If I go on the beach and shit, if I go in the water past my waist, it like really starts to fuck with my head. I don't like it.
No, dude. I completely understand that.
I think it's Goderich
called,
Beach.
Like Thalassophobia or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it is.
Thalassophobia or some shit like that. Yeah, no, I can't do open water. It fucks me up. There's no way that you could ever even pay me enough money to go on a cruise ship or something.
I hate open water to the point where I, like, when Subnautica was, like, new and, like, still really in development, I booted it up, got past the shallow part where you go deep, didn't even see any type of big creature, and I literally had to shut it down. I was like, I can't.
I've had that game for, like, 4 years, and I think I have, like, 3 hours total logged into it because of that. I'll, like, play for, like, 20 minutes.
about 20 meters down, and then I'm like, you know what,
I feel myself sitting like this at my keyboard. You know what I mean? With, like, I'm like, oh, this is so uncomfortable, and I, like, stop, and so
you're, like, pulling muscles in your back, playing a game.
I'm, like, so tense and, like, scared and shit. I'm like, this is fucking awful. I'm not doing this to myself. But I was like, it's a good game, so I'm not gonna like request a refund because I'm a dick. It's fun. Like it is really cool. I've played bits of it, but yeah, I can't do the water, man. That fucks my head up real bad. But good game, good game. Just not for Martin, not for Martin in the slightest. But yeah, so even a canoe, I don't know if I could do the canoe thing, man. That would just freak me out because those things are pretty tippy too, aren't they? When you're like sitting on them, pretty sure they're pretty wobbly. Oh, yeah. So, fuck that. What's the other one that you do? The one-man canoe? Kayak.
Kayak.
Fuck kayaks. Kayaks are the ones that flip like crazy, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you have to, like, if you want to get certified, they purposely flip you so you can prove you
like to see that you can get out of it and fuck that, dude. No way. You know what I do? I get out of the fucking kayak and call it a day. And then I never get back in the water again. Kayaks are scarier than canoes. Yeah, see? I knew it. Fuck a kayak. Yeah, those things are fucking sketchy, too. Plus, even when you look at them on fucking people's sedans and shit, they're so thin. You know what I mean?
That's a good example of hating the ocean.
What's that?
Put it in chat.
I don't want to see it. I'm not even looking at that, dude.
There's like a squid.
No.
No, screw that. I don't even think it's supposed to. It's just like that. Just the openness of the ocean.
No, I'm not looking at that, dude. It's just pure blackness, and I'm not even looking at that. Sorry, chat. You don't get to see it. For you to see that, chat would require me to open it and move it into the window, and I'm not fucking doing that. There's no goddamn way you could pay me to do that, and this fucking podcast is not monetized. So, no thank you. That's an insane thing.
Would you not even swim in, like, the quarry and see Mary?
No, I've never, ever gone into the quarry. I've been to the quarry a bunch of times, but I never went in it. No fucking way.
Have you, like, fished at it?
No, I never fished. I've never been fishing, actually. I went fishing once with my grandpa when I was younger at, like, Bayfield Lake, and there was more dead fish on the beach than I caught.
A couple times, and it was in a canoe, and it was the most boring thing of my life.
Like, you just sit on the fucking canoe? Like, Jesus Christ. Tipped in a kayak before, and I was convinced my life was ending. Yeah, dude. That's about it, too. That's what I have, like, instant panic as soon as my head.
You're trapped into the thing, not your legs
yes, you're inside.
Canoe, you can at least jump ship.
Right.
You know?
You just jump off when it starts. Yeah, I'm swimming out, bitch. See ya.
Oh, dude, the canoe.
But no, dude, you're stuck.
Like, a very, very slow leak, like, at the tip of it. So, like,
yeah, like,
every, like, 20 minutes, we had to, like, scoop out water.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, like you were saying, Jared, if you flip in a kayak, you gotta like flip yourself over with the paddle or whatever. You gotta have like the strength to flip yourself. Fuck that.
Yeah, my uncle did. He's done like so many random jobs. He's like one of those people that just like, yeah, I totally did that. You know what I mean? It just
like,
it cons people into like getting the craziest jobs. He did a job where he was a fucking like a person that takes people on like kayak tours. You know what I mean? He's not a professional kayaker.
Totally not trained.
Yeah, like not in the slide. And then he said he just learned to do it while he was like. Yeah, he said he just like learned how to do it. You know what I mean? But I was like, that's ridiculous. He's like, yeah, you want to talk about like having to be strong? He's like, try flipping a fucking kayak when that thing's underwater, like while the water's pushing you and shit.
Yeah,
you
I was gonna say if you were
like
in the
way, dude. Fuck that shit. There's no way. Why?
Have you seen that when those people go in those like big blow up boats? And like 10 people and they'll go down the rapids. Fuck that. Dude, what are you doing?
Why are you doing this to yourself?
They literally have like helmets on and shit. It's like, dude, if you have to have a helmet and a fucking life jacket on, no.
That's a fat no for me. A fat fucking fat.
I mean, aside from like maybe wakeboarding, I guess that's the thing that I'd probably try.
No, then you fucking buck up and you be an adult and you accept the consequences that you might split your skull open. All right, this is half of the fun is the risk. It's like skateboarding. People don't wear pads when they skateboard because they're not fucking pussies. They understand that the risk is what makes it fun and entertaining.
No, I spilled.
What'd you spill?
I spilled coffee.
Oh, that's a bad spill. Let's all point and laugh at Brendan.
Why are you calling me Ultra? Oh, he's above me.
Because he's above me in the stream.
Oh, shut up.
See? He's above both of us.
Towel right there.
Good job, fool.
Stupid.
You're such a
Yeah,
stupid.
we went to Park Hill, and there's like a giant like thing of water there.
Park Hill. I used to go to Park Hill to jam with a guy all the time named Mark.
And that's where we went canoeing. And then we like found some random plot of land that we could get off on. We walk up a hill and there's a fucking cemetery, and we're like, oh.
This is unsettling. Like, this doesn't
let's go
seem
back.
like anywhere. It's just like corpses floating through the river. You're like, I thought that was supposed to be in the cemetery. There's like boats in the cemetery and corpses in the river. Like, everything's backwards.
What's going on?
What is this? Fucking backwards land? None of this makes any sense, dude. Yeah, no, fuck,
Yeah, we
fuck
didn't catch
that,
a
dude.
single thing. And then the next weekend, they're like, you want to come out again? I was like, fuck no. So I woke up
You
at,
want to
like,
come
5
out
in the
again?
morning
I know
to-
we wasted our whole weekend last weekend. You want to come waste another one and see if it gets any better? No!
I was like, nah.
No! I don't want to do that. That's stupid as shit. And you're stupid for asking me. You should have known better that I was just going to berate you about this. I thought we were friends. Idiots, man. Fucking
Why would you try to ruin our friendship with me?
You idiot. I thought you knew me better than this. Yeah, pretty, yeah, man. Boring week for me. Like I said, I don't even think we talked. We got interrupted by our kayak talk there. How fucking death trappy those things are. My week was, like, super boring. I spent, like, $112 on cabs because I was too lazy to walk to work, like, getting into the system of working every day for a living. So,
Like, fuck it.
yeah, so I just took a cab
I know,
every day because I
work
was
with
like,
this
fuck it,
one guy.
whatever.
He works 3 days a week, like 7 or 7:30 till 10:30, and he always cabs to work. I'm like,
For a
wasting,
3-hour
like,
shift?
half your money, dude.
For a
He's like,
3-hour
"What starts
shift?
so early?" I'm like, just wake up earlier.
Just,
Catch the
yeah,
bus."
wake up earlier then, you lazy bitch. Jesus Christ.
I get it on Sunday because the buses literally don't run that early. 'cause it's Sunday.
yeah.
Twist. That's not a twist top.
Yeah, buses on Sunday in London are fucking pretty awful.
Just tighten your butthole and use that. That'll
Yeah.
undo it.
Should work.
Just constantly hold it in your mouth. Use your mouth as the cap. You know what I mean? Just constantly
smash
start
it
sucking.
open. A little glass never hurt anybody, dude.
You just gotta be constantly
How can I
sucking.
do this? There's gotta be something.
What are you trying to salute? We can all work together to use our mental prowess to salute your problem. Oh, to open that, put it on the corner of your desk and smack it. That's what I do, honestly.
Literally every fucking corner of a desk I have around me is like rounded.
What about your
You
dresser?
get it
Your
on.
dresser behind you. Use the corner of your dresser. One of the drawers. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Boom!
Hey,
See, we used our combined mental prowess to salute your
Being
problem.
a fucking man.
That's nice, dude. Big
That
ups.
way.
Big ups.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Right, this guy right here, right here. He's got the partial man boobs. He's right there. That's the guy. That's the good
That
shit.
worked super well.
Yeah, it's
A lot
good.
of beers.
Back on the live stream, and that was fucking beauty.
Kudos to you.
Boom, one hit.
Yeah, dude, like you're some kind
That
of
was
professional.
semi, dude.
You're like Tom Cruise in that cocktail movie about cocktails. You know what I mean?
Is that an MGB?
It is.
Oh, nice, good choice. That's funny. Those were on sale this week. I was gonna buy some of those, and then I didn't. I bought, got some Bush as per usual.
Somewhere, Jay's dick is twitching.
Mhm.
Man, I always forget about these, but these are probably one of like my favorite beer. One of.
Yeah, those ones and
Always forget.
MGDs and Stella Artois are like my two favorite beers
Stella.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
Those are
Brandon's
so
favorite
good.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beans,
Beans,
so-
yes.
I see him with the
Oh,
Stella,
Yeah, no, that's where like
fucking,
that's where me
music
and Beans like first like had a conversation or
Yeah.
whatever when he came to the house
He's
the
all
first
about
few
like
times.
Stella and I think Heineken.
Yes,
I think he likes
yeah.
Heineken as well.
Yeah, me and
Is
him
that
had a,
kind of similar to?
they're kind of close. Stella's a little
Yeah.
bit more like beery tasting than Heineken is.
I can't remember. One of them literally smells like a skunk to me.
That's Stella probably.
I think
Stella's
it's Stella.
Yeah, Stella's
like
kind of
really
stinky.
skunky smelling.
Yeah, it is. But it's funny because it doesn't taste like that at all. Like, you know what I
No,
mean?
it
It's
doesn't.
really
No,
smooth.
I don't mind it.
Really, really smooth. Same as fuck, what's that other beer that's like that too? Blue, Labatt Blue. It stinks, but it doesn't taste like the way it smells. I don't like that beer though. It's fucking.
You know what's disgusting though?
Hmm.
50. Fuck 50.
Oh, yeah, dude, that shit is nasty. And what's that other stuff? OV? You ever had that? Or OEV or something?
Yeah.
Oh my
OV?
god, that's
yeah, old
bad,
shit.
dude. Oh my Christ,
Wow.
that's bad beer. It's not good, dude. It's very cheap, so like that's a bonus, but it's not good. If I'm going for like cheap beer, I'm definitely just gonna get a Bush. These things are like $11.25 for a 6-pack of Tall Boys. You know what I mean? It's
Man,
like
I
more
can't-
than reasonable.
That's why I get James Ready. It's really cheap and it's 5.5%.
And it's good too.
It's
I like
pretty
James
good.
Ready. And I used to like getting the bottles back in the day with the board game.
Yeah.
That shit was super cool, dude. But now that's not a fucking thing anymore. I actually can't even remember.
By my house always has the 6-packs on sale for like $11.20 or something.
I actually, oh nice, that's really good. I can't even remember the last time I bought like a box of like bottles of beer. You know what I mean? Like an actual case of beer. I can't remember.
I never do.
No,
So
I never do. I always get cans.
My
So-
buddy Jesse, his I think it's like his cousins or his uncle or someone, and his family does brewing.
Okay.
And it's Natterjack.
Okay, what's that?
Heard of it? It's fucking really, really good stuff, and it's super strong. So the first one, like the one that I've had, I guess they have like 3 brews now, but
Okay.
the one it's Natterjack, and it's made with pistachios.
Really?
Yeah, so it's made with pistachios.
That's
it's
like a
fucking cool, dude.
It's 7.6%,
Jeez, holy
and
fuck.
it is literally some of the best beer I have ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fucking amazing. So shout out to Natterjack Brewing.
Yeah, no, that's
like
I'm gonna
fucking-
try that. That
I'll
sounds
get
really
them
good.
because Jesse-
LCBO?
Yeah, yeah.
I
please
don't
do.
know if they're at LCBO right now. They're in. I can't
They have a
remember
lot of like,
where
stuff.
it is. They're by West Lauren, so they're on like Talbot Line and West Lauren.
Okay, that's not far. That's like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's
it's,
not too
it's
bad.
not too far. It's super good. But Jesse's brought me some a couple times. I'll see if he can get me some more. And
Yeah.
when we all get together next,
For
I'll
sure,
bring
yeah,
something For like a
Let's
7
make
point,
them our first sponsor.
We'll
for like a 7.6% beer that's made with pistachios.
that's
It's
fucking cool.
fucking crazy
I
good.
love that. I like
So-
that idea a lot.
I
I wanted
hope
to
that's not how I find out that
I wanted to find like a local brewery
drinking it, like,
and start. I wanted.
And then another one. So then there's this other one here. Actually, I haven't seen this one yet, but it's Seuss's juice because that's the last
Hey.
name, right? Like Jesse Seuss.
Nice.
Seuss's juice, and this is an American strong ale.
Seuss's juice.
Super loaded to the back.
And
We milk it ourselves every morning. Wait, milk?
it's 9%.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm
That's
sure it's
aggressive.
pretty fucking good.
That's
I'm
like,
sure it's
dude,
goddamn
that's
good.
2 beers in 1 beer.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And it's a small can too. Like that's just a small boy.
That's fucking
So-
wow. So it's actually like
but-
3 beers in 1 beer.
They're really good. They're fucking awesome. But
That's
anyways,
fucking cool.
That aside, I went on my little beer rant there. 'Cause
I like
those are awesome.
I like the idea of that. I wanted to find like a more local brewery and like buy their beers and shit like that, and like drink them on the
tried
podcast.
that, like, Land Shark beer last year. And it's fucking tight.
Yeah,
Oh,
What's the one local one? Forked River? They're like,
yeah.
let's go to fucking Toboggan, man. Toboggan actually makes
I like
good.
Toboggan.
Toboggan makes
They're, like,
really
dumb
good
ass.
shit. Like
Which
Toboggan
one?
actually makes
Mm.
good beer. The Insurance Man is the one they make. That's my favorite. I bought that one all the fucking
Insurance
time.
Man?
Yeah, it's really
I like-
good.
They have one that's like a high percent.
Try
It's
that.
like a 6.5 or something.
Yeah,
It's
man.
good.
Yeah, big shout out to
I'll get
Toboggan.
Jesse to grab that other stuff too. We'll try that.
Yeah,
It's-
for sure.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can buy
no,
their
I love
Polly,
trying
but then
their
you can also buy
stuff,
like a
dude.
glass jug.
Yeah.
You can just bring it back to refill it. It's cheaper.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love
heard
that
that,
shit.
yeah.
I love ideas like that, like local breweries and stuff. You know what I mean? But
And they're
like
open
my
late. I
yeah, they're
remember
open till 11
Ryan
every
and
day.
I
11
went
every
at,
day.
like 10:30 at night and like grab some.
Yeah.
Because we hadn't planned on going anywhere, but Rob was like, "Party!" I'm like, "Beer."
Yeah, they're open till 11 every night. I used to do it all the time when I worked in the kitchen and shit, because I get done at like 10 or whatever, and I'm like, fuck, like I'd like a beer. You know
You
what
know
I mean?
who's actually
I need
open
beer.
pretty late
Toboggan!
for the most part? The fucking
The Labatt Brewery.
Labatt Brewery.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Trust
they're
me.
open till 11.
After-
I know
Thursday, you can
all
walk
the
down
fucking
there.
all the alcohol hacks in London, dude. Trust me. And then you can still hit up the old 24-hour fucking grocery
Temperature.
stores too. But they put a kibosh on that. Now you're only allowed to sell liquor till 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
that.
Used to
what
be
was
able to
it?
go to the fucking IG whatever the fuck it was.
Do
there.
they have like alcohol? Do they have like whiskey?
No,
Bottles of
no,
whiskey?
they only have
No?
booze.
So
Or
see,
only
the
beer,
trick for
only
that
beer.
is there's the place in Tempsford, so that's literally only like 15 minutes
Right.
up Dundas.
Right,
And
right.
if you go to Tempsford, there's that
The gas station
Circle
or the
K
Max?
there
The Max,
with
yes.
the LTBO
Yes.
in it, and they're open and it'll sell you a fucking bottle of whiskey till 11.
Yeah, and they're open early too, because that's funny. When I worked midnights way back in the day, dudes used to literally, like the alcoholic dudes in the factory, used to drive at 7 a.m. when they get off work to the Tilsonburg place because it opened at 7:30, so they could get booze and not wait till 11. You know what I mean? And I was like,
a little trick for you alcoholics if you don't already know it, which you probably do.
I'm sure you do.
Thamesford,
yeah.
Thamesford Max, open till 11.
That's
probably
right.
open early. Sell you a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, they won't fucking...
Or
they don't
whatever
give a shit,
your
dude.
choice is.
Yeah, whatever you want. No, they don't care. They just give a fuck about providing their their customers with a
well, what the hell else are their
service.
fucking residents gonna do at 11 o'clock in that small town when there's no fucking activities?
I don't
Probably
know.
drink.
Watch DirecTV and go to sleep. Talk about their conservative political views and pass out talking about how expensive farming is these days. I would assume. Farming can't be cheap, dude. Can't be cheap in the slightest.
No,
I don't envy the farmers of the world. Not for me. I'm gonna go grab a drink though. Back in a second.
Alright. Alright. What have you been up to today, Brendan?
Not much. Actually, I meant to... Oh, this. Did you ever see this? I don't know if I ever showed you this. My cousin Kaylee made me this. It's like one of those, like, sewed things.
Oh, sick.
How cool
That's
is
fucking
that?
awesome.
Yeah.
A needlepoint
That
thing?
was pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah,
When'd
Martin.
When'd you get that?
What was that, Brandon? I just caught the end of that.
So my cousin Kaylee made me this. I forgot I never fucking showed anyone. Yeah, my cousin Kaylee made me this. It's like a needlepoint thing.
Okay.
And she gave it to me for my birthday last year. And it's
Dude, that is so sick, man. Holy
Yeah.
fuck, that's good. Here's for compare. Oh, I can't do it the right way, but
yeah. Like,
kind of see it. That's fucking. That's
Actually-
insanely good.
Actually.
Yeah, you got yours might be easier to point up. Yeah.
Eh,
There we go. Yeah. That's sick, dude. That's so good. She did such
yeah,
a good
she's
job.
really good with that.
That's
I
awesome.
can't even do mine.
Needlepoint. Yeah, I can't do mine either. My arm has to go like upside down and shit.
Yeah, there we go. Like, look at that. That's. Oh. Wait.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's so good.
Exactly.
There we go.
Oh well, it's flipped on
Mhm.
this one, so. But
That's
yeah,
super
that's
cool,
fucking
dude.
Awesome.
That's really neat. Needlepoint's so cool to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Such
she
a
actually
neat
does
fucking-
some really cool stuff too. So.
That's fucking
I
cool.
like the one in Jess and Rob's bathroom. It's like, please don't do coke at our bathroom.
That's hilarious, dude. We could have used that at the old house. That would have been fucking hilarious.
Are the 3 people on the stream us?
Usually, it
Wait,
never
did you
updates
leave?
though. Even when everybody else was in there, it was still telling me there was
Dino.
3.
Oh yeah, Dino left because his kid shit her pants.
It never updates, dude. That's the
Kathy
thing.
was here. Greg probably bailed.
Yeah, no, it never updates. That's the thing. Like, it'll say there's 3 constantly because we're always there, but then it'll like whenever there's more people, it never tells you there's more.
Oh, there's
Sometimes
4
it does.
now.
It's essentially
Oh,
garbage, dude.
How are you?
It's
Show
weird
us your
because
dick.
like when I first looked at like when the first couple times we did it, when I would look on here, it would tell me who was watching along.
Yeah, I know. It used to do that. Now it doesn't. And then it was
And
funny
now it
because
does,
like
it does.
the first time we did it,
Like-
it didn't say that. The second time we did it, it did. And then ever since then, it hasn't said it. So
Yeah,
like,
it'd be like, oh, these people are watching
Yeah.
with you, and it's like, okay, cool.
I know, it'd be
But
very nice to,
still-
like,
Claire's
know.
here because she's bored. Yeah? Fuck you.
waiting
Come here
on
to
your
be
pal.
entertained, not bored.
Yeah, you stupid bastard. Because you're bored.
We are
We're
your
all
pals.
bored.
We're-
Such is
we're
life.
your only
I
pal.
don't know, memento.
Life is boredom. Yeah, man. Nothing exciting happened to me. I got into a big like logistical debate with the one cab driver, so now I don't use their cab company anymore.
Oh yeah?
He's just a dickhead, dude. He was like going off. I called the cab, whatever. We'll just leave the company names nameless because I don't want to do anything like that. But the one company that I was calling, they were taking like forever to get a cab here, and you know, like Stratford is tiny, right? Like it doesn't take long to
Yep.
get a fucking car across town. So whatever, I called him and he's like, oh, it's probably going to be like a 10-minute wait. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. Like I can wait 10 minutes, man. That's no problem. So I'm like sitting around waiting for the fucking cab. Literally half an hour later, he's still not there. So I call back and I'm like, just wondering what the status on that cab was. And they're like, oh yeah, he's on the way. He'll be there in 2 minutes or whatever. 10 minutes later, he finally shows up. So I get in the car and I'm just like quiet because I'm like, I don't want to get into like an argument with the guy, you know what I mean? But I also know that as soon as he like brings anything up, I'm gonna have a real hard time being nice to you when I'm like, well, yeah, it's really funny that we're just having a conversation. We're not gonna bring up the fact that you suck at your job, or like, you know what I mean, that you guys just like blatantly lie to me about the time on the cab and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, so whatever. So he's driving away, and then like the first thing he says is like, oh man, we're just swamped, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, are you swamped? Yeah, that sucks, man. Maybe you guys should get some more drivers or something, or salute this. Because you guys have been doing this shit since like 6 years ago when I lived here, and I called a cab before that. You did the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? It still took you fucking half an hour. So what are you telling me? In the last 6 years, you've just been consistently shit, or that you just don't care to improve? Which one is it? You know, he's like, it's not about that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, see, that's the other side. I don't care what it's about. All I care about the fact is that I'm waiting for this long for a fucking cab in a city that takes 10 minutes to get across. And it's like, yeah, just a huge logistical debate, whatever. And then it was just an awkward, quiet cab ride the entire way back. And I was like, this is much more preferable instead of debating with you.
I need to find out the company my uncle works for, because he works for a cab company.
I started taking the other cab, and they're much better. They're, like, on time and in a reasonable fashion, you know what I mean? And when they're like, hey, we're going to be 10 minutes, they take, like, 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
I remember when St. Mary's first kind of got their own cab. It wasn't, I'm calling a cab, it was, hey, I got to call the cab. Because there was, like, one guy.
There's just one guy.
Yeah, they used, like, the cab service that St. Mary's used to use was just, like, one of the Stratford ones. So if you wanted a cab, you had to call them way in advance.
Dude, that's so brutal. That's so brutal. You're
Yeah,
waiting
like
for, like,
6.
40 minutes. Yeah, exactly. When do you need that cab for? 3 o'clock. Ooh, I don't know. It's already fucking 1.
That's only... Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it out there in that amount of time. Jesus Christ. And then they get all upset when you don't tip and shit. It's like, oh my god, dude. What is the service you're providing
my
here?
uncle one time took a cab from London, Unita from London to St. Mary's. This is like in the 90s, but it cost him like $95 or something like that. I was like,
that seems a bit aggressive. I asked the guy the other night when I was like driving around. Yeah, I asked the guy the other day just out of curiosity. I was like, what would it cost to go from fucking Stratford to Vic Hospital? And he pulls out his fucking book that he's got on the passenger. He's like, well, let me look it up. And he's like flipping through the pages, like, well, all the destinations or whatever. And he's like, Vic Hospital, $127.90. Like, whoa, whoa, dude, holy
damn, that's
shit,
wild.
that's
do you have,
expensive.
like, an appointment at Vic or something?
Oh, yeah, I don't know, I was like, holy Christ, that's pricey, dude.
That's
But
not-
yeah, so basically like $130 for a cab ride from Stratford to Vic Hospital in London. Woo! I was like, that's a bit aggressive. I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Does have like a decent hospital though?
I'll certainly cover.
Well, it's got
gas.
it's got a hospital.
Not a hospital.
I don't know if it's considered to be decent or not. If you ask any of the residents here, then they'll tell you how shit it is. But it's ironic because if you ask any of the residents that live here about any aspect about the city, they'll tell you about how shit it is. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing in this city that's good, apparently. Even though, like, the people are probably, like, some of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, everywhere you walk and you walk down the street and you, like, walk past somebody, they're like, hello, and they make eye contact with you and shit, you know what I mean?
Hey.
Whereas, like, when you walk in London and you, like, look at somebody, they're, like, staring at you and shit. You know what I mean? They're like, what are you looking at me?
And somebody's like, what?
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Like,
Good morning.
what?
Like,
Hey.
I was like, yeah, man, I was like walking to grab a coffee this morning at like 8 a.m. and there was like a bunch of, you know, random old folks walking their dogs and shit, and like every person walked like, hello, and they're like, oh, good morning, how are you? I'm like, oh, this is nice. You know what I mean? Like, that's quite nice. But yeah, if you ask any like permanent resident that lives here, they're like, oh yeah, so what do you think? Yeah, fucking this city sucks. Well, why don't you move? Like, well, okay, I get it. All right, so you just like to complain about things. I understand. I like to do that too.
Not your life is shit.
Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes it's just fun to bitch about stuff, though. You know, I enjoy it. Sometimes I like to complain about things that I have like no intention or reason or desire to fix. I just want to complain about shit. Sometimes it's a good time. Complain about Brendan breaking his foot just to drive it home on him. That's so good. But you're walking around pretty good on that thing now. That's awesome, dude. And like you said, back to work on
not
Monday.
bad.
And then,
good.
yeah, so that'll be fun.
Picked me up and brought me over to Carly and Keith so that we could drive.
Yeah, I guess after a reassessment, they're like, okay, well, we figured you didn't fracture it because they did like a multitude of other X-rays, and like, yeah, we don't think you fractured it. He's like, but you definitely, what was
You
it?
heard a ligament?
The lateral ligament.
Oh, okay. So you like tore the ligament.
Yeah, I like stretched it, or
Right.
like, fucked it up.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. I did the
Good
same thing on my thigh when I was younger. I
Yeah.
like stretched my thigh out way too hard and I tore the ligament on my crotch
I
basically.
did that in both my
Oh,
shoulders
that would
the year
suck.
before.
Yeah,
How
it
long
was
did that
bad.
take?
Oh, that was like, it wasn't too bad. It was like 6 weeks or something, but like I couldn't walk like very well in the slightest, you know what I mean, for those like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
I
pretty
had my
bad.
one arm in a
Was that
sling
from
when I
karate
did it.
or
My
what?
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah, that was yeah, I think it was, I can't remember if it was karate or judo, but one of the two either way. It
Yeah,
sucked. It sucked real bad. Ligaments are not fun for sure.
No, like I said, the only other time it happened was my shoulders, and that was because I got crushed by a really big dude. In
Oh, did he just like land on you or what?
yeah, it was in hockey.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that sorry, that was the part I left out. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
hockey. I was crushed by this fucking huge dude.
In my head, it was like at recess in elementary school that some massive dude just like grabbed you and just he just like landed on you.
No, it was in hockey a while ago, and then I got crushed, and then it was just an odd hit, right? Like I had played hockey forever and stuff, but it was just an odd. And it was stupid.
That's always
I
what it
left
is.
The puck. We were going around the boards, like in my own zone. We were breaking out, and I was like behind the net, and I was scooping around, and the guy was angling in for the hit, and I should have just squared up for the hit, taken it. You'd be all good.
Right.
But the puck trailed behind me a bit, and I just tried to catch it. I didn't want to lose it. I was
put
just
your shoulders into a weird spot.
I was really trying to keep the puck with me, and just the way I turned in, he hit me, and my shoulders like almost touched.
Yeah, no,
I just
dude.
hit the ice, and I was like, oh.
That's always what it is.
Couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I
was
that,
stupid.
that slight extra motion.
Yeah, when you get hit, it's either like you didn't see it coming, you got hit bad, or you just weren't in position and you didn't take it right, which I wasn't. And I was like I said, it was really stupid to try to reach back and recover when I should have just squared up. Taking the hit from the guy that was like 6'2" when I'm 5 foot fucking nothing, and play competitive hockey, right? Because like the only way you play is like you're really good and you're fast and you're small, or you're like a big fucking dude and you're good and you're fast and you can hit
and you
smash. So it's kind of like
there
was me, 5 foot fucking whatever at the time. I'm only like 5'8" now, so probably less than that.
And, I'd already peaked.
Guys that are already like OHL size.
Right.
It was like junior nights. It was during a skate with them. I didn't play with them, but we did like.
Were you like 14?
Yeah, it was around that time, probably like 14, 15, and I was just doing tryouts with it, and I made the cut for the double. So then, like, all right, keep coming out and skating with us, and I was doing the thing for the triple, and then I wasn't ever gonna take it because I didn't want to, because like they literally play hockey like 5 days a fucking week, and they're like training and shit. I didn't want to do that at 14. I was just like,
it's like
just
a
wanted
fucking
the ice time, right?
like a full-time job.
Caliber. I knew I could, but I just never wanted to play at that caliber. So it was like I can't remember how much the tryouts were. But for the amount of ice time you got, it was like super cheap, right? So it was like, fuck it, just pay the admission. I'll go out and skate with them, get some really good practice.
Right, yeah.
Just have fun. I ended up like tearing the ligaments in my shoulders, but
Turns out that was a very expensive injury. Yeah, it wasn't so cheap for the ice time after all.
But it was good. It was
Martin
fun.
and I were talking about
that.
hockey earlier. We were looking at Red Wings jerseys, and I was talking about Nicholas Cromwell. And how, like, I don't know how so many people got hit by that guy. Because he's there.
Yeah.
But all these people would skate across the blue line looking down.
Like, dude.
What are you doing?
You know what's coming.
Shit coming.
Or they'd get the puck on the ball and try and go up and leave their zone. But Cromwell always pinch down and murder you.
Yep.
Imagine how much more interesting hockey would be if they used a ball.
Like a frozen fucking ball.
Yeah, like one of those orange Canadian Tire things, you know what I mean? But like frozen solid. Yeah, let's add another element of interest to this game, you know what I mean? They're already like robotic hit machines programmed to score goals on each other. Let's just add this aspect to it and make it more fun. Plus, the puck is black, and sometimes it's hard to find, you know what I mean? So an orange ball will be much easier to try. Yes, it is, Jarrod. Maybe not for you and your hockey-trained brain, but for me and my idiocy, it's very hard. I can't just watch the fucking thing going on. Half the time, I don't even know what's happening. Not half the time. It's like 3/4 of the time.
Fucking miss
the fucking All-Star game this year, they were trying to have different tech. Like, they had like a bunch of sensors to show the speed, how fast the puck was moving, or certain players.
That's cool.
And they kept like turning them on and off randomly because they were just testing them. But then they put the tail on the puck, like ESPN used to do in like the 90s.
Fox, wasn't that Fox?
Yeah.
It was Fox.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Fox that did that.
Like,
I remember
turn that
that.
shit off. I was like, don't bring that fucking garbage back.
Like that's horrible. That is actually horrible. Like that's not a good alternative
just like
to the
this
solution.
Blue glow,
like following the puck everywhere. Like what is this? And like players would like when they'd go over the line was superimposed above them and shit. So it was so bad, dude. It was atrocious. They're like, there's the new technology in hockey. Like
what
throw it back in the box.
Found amazing was fucking tennis. You know, they do the reviews on tennis, and they have like that 3D
like
fucking image, and like the ball comes in, it shows like where it's like, how the fuck do they do that?
Fuck did you do
how do
that?
They know that?
How?
Is this how accurate is it? Is this an estimation, or is this down to like millimeters?
Right? Like how accurate is this really?
Yeah, how good is that? Like, are players kind of mad sometimes when balls are based on that, and it's like out for them? Or are they kind of like that fucking machine?
Challenge the robot! I challenge you!
But
yeah, no, I don't know.
I watch it sometimes, but like I don't watch it at all. I've never seen somebody like get mad at a call. I've seen them get mad at themselves.
Yeah.
And,
Who
like,
was it? Was it that like fucking? Who was that one dude that used to just lose his mind?
Oh, he's in Mr. Deeds. McEnroe.
McEnroe, yes, yes, McEnroe. Holy
Johnny
shit.
McEnroe.
What are you fucking
Jenner.
blind? God
Yeah.
damn it, he'd be yelling at the refs so bad.
Remember he was in
Wasn't he a
Mr.
tennis player?
Smashed in fucking.
No, he was a fucking, wasn't he a running dude in the Olympics?
Yeah, he was a runner.
I think he was a runner. I think he was a sprinting guy. Like,
Yeah, so what would you say, Rory McIlroy?
yeah, just something like that. Fucking Johnny McElroy or
Johnny
Rory.
McEnroy
Yeah.
or whatever.
He was in
Holy
Mr. Deeds.
Shit.
That's the only reason I remember that is from Mr. Deeds when he goes and gets drunk and he's like, and he was out hanging out with the bad boy of tennis, Johnny McEnroe, and they're like just going nuts in the streets and shit, like yelling at cars. I'm fucking walking here.
Yeah, John McEnroe. Yeah, it was him. Yeah, with his fucking big, like,
Yeah, dude.
curly ass hair and shit. Oh my god. I actually want to watch one of these now. I want to watch one of his meltdowns.
Johnny McEnroe, he's the man, dude. Fucking monster.
There's this video from like maybe it was last year.
Link it in the
last
Discord,
season.
Brennan.
This guy.
Oh,
fucking-
okay, fuck yeah.
This guy like whacks his fucking racket off the ground a bunch. He's sitting in his seat beside like I don't know one of the judges or whatever. You know how there's like people that just sit there, and his racket breaks and a piece of it flings and like smokes the dude. His arm just turns red because like he got flung by like. The guy's just like getting pissed. The dude just like looks over and I'm like, motherfucker. He
You
has, like,
son of a
bruise right here.
bitch.
And it's like this old dude. He's like, what the fuck?
Alright, good enough. There we go. Yeah, put it in the Discord. I want to watch Johnny McEnroe freak out on people.
Yeah, I put it in there.
Alright, nice. John McEnroe's angry outbursts.
Start at 0.
Alright, hold on.
Fucking...
Give me one
Oh,
second
that's
here.
So good.
Alright.
Dude, I saw these hilarious things earlier. It's trailers
There we go.
recut to look like something else, so
Yeah.
they turn Elf.
I know, I was
into
like
a horror movie.
I've seen that like
It's
years
so
ago.
Fucking good.
Yeah, they've been doing those for so long. That's why I was like, you're just
They're
seeing this? These
so
are great, dude. There's
I've
so
seen
many.
them before, but I just fucking I popped up today like in my random feed. It was like the Elf one. I'm like, oh my god, these.
All right, are we all
I
good?
can't remember what the. Yeah.
All right, we'll just to start it up. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
No mistakes so far in this match, right? You haven't overruled anything. No mistakes whatsoever.
No mistake.
Answer my question! The question, jerk!
It's tennis, dog. It's tennis.
He's getting booed.
You crossed the line, McEnroe. Oh god, he's using his rage now, dude. He's about to become the ultimate
no.
tennis player.
Oh no.
Look at his thin little gymnast-type body. Oh! Calm down, McEnroe. Oh, no! No, not the drinks! Ah, no! Johnny, no! Calm down. Your racket can't take this kind of abuse. Are you surprised that people are mad at you? And now he's calling the game off. He's gotten so angry, he's just like, now we're not playing anymore!
No, you're not disqualifying me. I'm done.
I quit the match!
Why don't we just call it the match? He's cheating you.
I was right!
That's it? It's only a game? Can I have this person taken out of the show? You been watching the match, Ken?
Oh, he's pissed. Boom! Take that, bag. I hate bags. Oh, I hate beverages, too. Jesus Christ, he needs to relax. He's gonna give himself a fucking... Oh no. Oh no, they're approaching each other. This isn't gonna go well for anyone. Hit him with the racket. Hit him in the racket.
How can you be sure from here? How can you be sure from here?
He just debates every call like the referee doesn't know what he's talking about. Why is he using a badminton racket? Come on!
Every time he went to serve, I was just blow my whistle, so he like,
You fucking Henry Kissinger calling the tennis match there? What the fuck? I must not tell anyone that I lost my glasses in the toilet. Calm down, McEnroe. You have a great hairline.
You did nothing about it. I said, just do me a favor. That's all I ask. But it ought to be a great point, though, right?
Nobody's gonna do you a favor when you're acting like this, Johnny.
Oh shit.
Dude, they hit that ball so fucking hard.
That was inside the line right there. Okay, I took it 35. I'm not going to take it at 34.
It's the same old man judge every time. This poor guy.
30, 15, and now 30, 40.
He's the only judge for all of tennis.
Sorry, but it is what it is.
How can you not call the ball on the line? Why not? That's 2 aces I've hit. The match would be over right now. 30, 15, I hit an ace.
Oh my god, that is travesty. The match would have been over. You heard him. Clearly he's on. Whoa, language! Language, McEnroe! Oh my god, dude. He's so mad about tennis. I love it.
He's serious.
He's like Khabib when he fought McGregor, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking pissed.
Hey, you wanna talk now, huh?
Yeah, say some shit now, bitch!
Serious, man. You cannot be serious. That ball
Well, this is a great camera angle right here.
shot flew up.
Does anybody else know what's happening?
How can you possibly call that out?
What is going on here?
Walking over, everyone knows it's in the
He's literally a pixel, just a blurry pixel. Is this what fucking TV was like in the 90s? I don't remember anymore.
I'm going to award a point against you, Mr. McEnroe.
How bad everyone is, you know that? You're a disgrace, and everyone here is a disgrace. You can't get a call to even this far out right.
You're a disgrace!
Unacceptable.
The man making a mockery of the game of tennis, calling the judge a disgrace. I find that to be hilarious. Vous êtes le temeraire le plus fort vous.
You're never gonna work another match in 5 minutes.
Oh shit, dude.
This is absurd!
Oh, did you hear his voice crack on that one? No! It's absurd! Johnny McEnroe, ladies and gentlemen. Are you gonna yell at the judge for that? Oh wait, that's not McEnroe. McEnroe hit it to him.
He misses the ball over the baseline. He says the baseline's one whose ball grows some hair.
So he just gets pissed at everything. It seems generally that he's kind of just an idiot.
He's just an asshole, I think.
I like it. I can get down with that. I'm going to grab another beer. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh my god. Fucking amazing.
What a dick.
Yeah. Takes tennis a little serious.
This is dumb.
No.
Did you hear the news about Chris D'Elia?
No.
I'll wait for Martin to come back. You know who he is, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
You might not.
Oh. Oh no.
That's one of those. You're like, no, not you.
Oh no. Well then. Well, we'll see though. How it's
We'll
what's
see,
the actual info.
I'm not one of those people that's like, condemned instantly. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
Let's see what. Yeah.
What are you guys going on about?
You hear the news about Chris D'Elia?
Oh, and the accusations, like the assault allegations or whatever it was.
Well, it was, I guess, like a bunch of like people have come forward saying he would like try and like get them to come back to his room or send pictures and stuff when they were underage and stuff like that.
Okay.
But nobody was ever like, it was this date, this show, like, you know what I mean? Like.
Well, hold on. I don't know anything about this, but like this is just me being like the assumptuous fuck that I am based on the climate that we live in, right? I'm gonna say that the evidence against him is probably what, a picture of a text message or an email chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not evidence. I'm sorry, but like I'm not gonna hold somebody accountable for something as serious as a rape or a sexual assault based on a fucking picture of a fucking email chain. You know what I mean? Like that's a little crazy to me that like that's evidence. You know how easy that's fabricated and shit like that? Like, I don't know, man. That seems very strange to me, you know what I mean?
Especially since in the pictures that I saw, I'm just saying this is what was like.
Yeah, no, totally. And I'm saying the same thing. Like, I'm saying, you know, like, oh, there's no way he did that. Of course there is. There's totally possible, you know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, we need to base our opinions off evidence and the realism of the situation. And if the evidence supported to this is what one person said happened and a picture of a fucking text message, it's not evidence to me. Like, that doesn't prove any wrongdoing in the slightest. Like, we need something a little more substantial if we're going to call somebody a fucking rapist. You know what I mean? Like, that's a pretty serious fucking accusation to be throwing that word around. Like,
oh, 100%.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Anybody's ever said that he actually, like, there's ever anything physical. Like, there was just, like, attempts to, like, when I was 16.
Oh, okay, so it's more of like an inappropriate behavior type of thing and like a grooming type of thing. Okay, well that's a little bit different, I guess.
His power and fame to.
That's another sketchy thing too, like where I'm like using your power and fame, like I don't know, man. That's such a strange thing to me. I got to see what the evidence is.
He looks like a pretty small guy.
He's not like. I guess now he's pretty successful and shit like that, but that's only in the last couple of years.
Physically?
No, yeah, for sure. I'm just talking about, like, you know, using your success as a platform for, like, getting people to be attracted to you, right? I didn't hear about Chris D'Elia for, like, until the last 2 years, maybe, year or two, when he did that Eminem joke, you know what I mean, where he was, like, doing that parody, and then I saw that Instagram video, and I'm like, oh, that's hilarious, and then I started looking the guy up.
And then he went and met Eminem and recorded that video.
Yeah, so that's something I never knew until I heard that. I never knew that he was in that Logic video. Where he plays Eminem.
Yeah, he plays Eminem.
Eminem plays him in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was fucking really cool.
Yeah, that's where that's where I first heard of him. You know what I mean? So to say that he was like, you know, a super, maybe he was. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't hear of him because there's lots of comedians that are super successful that I've just never fucking heard of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
And then all of a sudden you hear about this guy and you watch videos of him and he's playing fucking arenas and you're like, okay, clearly this guy has a career. You know what I mean? He's not like a fucking club comedian. But yeah, you know what I mean? Just say that he was like, you know, like a Louis C.K. or a fucking Bill Burr level of comedian, you know what I mean, of fame and shit. Before that, definitely not. Now, arguably, maybe. You know what I mean? Most people know the name Chris D'Elia and shit like that when you bring it up or whatever. But, so, I was like, I don't know,
I think he's fucking hilarious.
I think he's funny, too. I think he's fucking hilarious when it comes to his shit. Like, especially when he does, my favorite things that he does is when he does that Fighter and the Kid podcast with Brendan Schaub and... Brian Callen or whatever, but it's like the funniest thing. It's just him and Brian Callen, just making fun of each other like a motherfucker, like the entire time.
Like, do you want to watch the clip? I'll find here.
Yeah, if you can find it. Here, but that's like I said, this whole like climate and atmosphere of like just accusation and then acceptance is like very unacceptable to me. I don't find that to be like an appropriate recourse or like the way that we formed our society. You know what I mean? Like. Everything that we've accepted as being like the rule of law and shit like that. The way that works is innocent until proven guilty, right? So
100%.
Just because somebody's been accused. For sure. Like you're an asshole if you don't automatically believe the accuser and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's not how justice works, man. I'm sorry.
I posted in the chat.
In the slightest. Like, yeah, the whole thing of like innocent until proven guilty is one of the most important things to me. You know what I mean? Because like.
I think, Brennan,
that's kind of ridiculous.
At least talk about this.
All right, hold on. All right, I got it queued. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh wait. Now I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
I think, Brennan, we have to at least talk about this. You guys, if you follow the news, if you're alive, if you've been following this Twitter thing, the way.
Why does Callan look so
have,
old in that?
You know what's going on with our friend Chris.
He looks like Leahy.
I'm not.
He does. Look at his like. He's got like some like. Look at his cheeks and shit. What's those bulges beside his lips?
And I said to Brennan, what we can do is tell the truth. And I'm not going to sit here. I'm a man, and I define myself on how I respond to these situations in real time when the pressure's really on. And so this is what I'll say. I always knew Chris is a ladies' man. I have never, and I'm going to say this, I have never seen or heard of him doing anything illegal, ever.
Fair enough. That's all you can really say.
This is as shocking to me as I'm watching this happen. I don't know what to think, and I don't know what to say. I don't.
Maybe ask your friend?
But I'm going to say it again. I have personally never heard or seen him do anything illegal. That's all I can say, and right now I have to believe that because he's still a friend. And it may be unpopular to say that, but I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do, and I'm not going to be some. I just think it's an impossible situation, and I'm just at a loss. I'm at a loss, and I'm praying that what I'm hearing isn't true. Maybe that's the best way to put it.
That's fair.
I can't talk.
Brennan's like choking.
Oh, he's like legit, actually like crying about it.
It's a weird thing because I said to Brennan, I said it's like it's. Like
I think that's the first time I've actually seen Shab have any kind of like humanity.
And also, it's just.
100%. He's normally like.
He's just a fucking moron. Yeah, exactly. Like muscle dummy.
We haven't spoken to Chris.
No.
That's like refreshing as fuck for a change.
We've never been on the road with him. I was on the road with him about 14 years ago once. When he was, just beginning, but I've never been on the road with him, so I don't know what to think, and I don't know, and that's what's so frustrating.
I'm just sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I don't.
So anyway. Yeah. Sometimes that's the
even
best
like
thing
the
to say,
divisiveness, you know what I mean, where it's like you can't even have a fucking opinion.
I don't know. Yeah. It's a fucked up.
I can't talk.
That's fucking.
Well,
that's insane, man.
That's appropriate, right? You can just pray that.
All right, good enough on that. Yeah, no, that's some shit though, man. Like realistically, you know what I mean? Because like, what do you do in a situation like that? Stand by your friend and shit like that, you know what I mean? And then, live with like the technicality of that, or stand up for your friend. And Jesus Christ, oh, that's fucking hardcore. Oh, something happened with the live stream. Can you guys still see it? Is it live for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It says sorry, we're having trouble playing the video.
Well, it's fine for me.
Okay, never mind then. It must just be something on my end. I'll just leave it if everything's working on
your
your
end.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit though, dude. That is absolutely crazy. I don't know. Like I said, I'm very much evidence based. I always have been, and I always will be. You know what I mean? And like when evidence is overwhelming and substantiated, I'd have no problem condemning somebody for a fucking horrible action like that. You know what I mean? Like, if that shit is true, then fuck you. You're like a literal piece of garbage, and you deserve the fucking harshest extent that the law can extend upon you. You know what I mean? But if you're not, you know what I mean? And this is one of those things where it's like, because this does happen, where people just accuse other people of doing shit because of either their platform or the power they have or the situation that they're in, you know what I mean, to exploit them and shit like that, then fuck you, person that does that to him. Because that's fucking atrocious too, and you should be charged just as equally.
Those people don't get punished enough either.
That's a disgusting thing too, when it turns out in those situations where it's like the person who was accused is completely exonerated.
I mean, the thing that's fucked up is even though they're accused, half the time they're still fucking ruined anyways.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Like your career is your
innocent.
career is over. Like
for
that's
whatever reason,
that's the end of
fucking, like, work with you anymore.
No,
they said like
No, that's exactly it. Like, Chris D'Elia's, like, even if this shit all comes to being passed, you know what I mean, that it was, like, all made up and none of it was true or something like that, like, his career is still ruined. There's nothing he's going to be able to do, like, to bounce back to the level of success that he was at before this, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and that's, it sucks. But, yeah, man, that's such a fucking...
for, like, Bert and Tom to talk about it.
Yeah, see what their position is. Friends. Yeah, the Brian Callen and Brendan Shaw.
Dumb, so.
Yeah, for sure. Bert is kind of an idiot for sure. But Callan and Schaub were good because they have him on all the fucking time. You know what I mean? So that's actually like an interesting thing to see where they're coming from with it and shit like that. Because yeah, they have him on fucking constantly. I think I've seen him on Fighter and the Kid like 6 or 7 different times. You know what I mean? So
he was just on recently when his special came out. And he was also on Joe Rogan. And when he was on Joe Rogan, fucking Brian came near the end. They were just talking mad shit at each other.
That's awesome when they do that. Oh yeah, now I saw that. He was like calling him Magneto and shit like that.
Yeah.
What are you sipping on there, Brennan? You got some delicious looking juice.
Oh yeah, some peach juice.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Good, bro.
Oh, you know what I have been doing this week, dude? I've been watching. You guys ever seen that show 60 Days In?
No.
It's fucking cool, dude. Oh, also, another note too. The Plex is back up and running. I've been testing it.
Hey,
yeah, I've been testing it for the last 3 days, and everything should be functioning fine. So
is that on? Because I never had it on my computer.
Yeah, Plex.tv. Yeah, Plex.tv.
Is it a site or is it like a download?
No, it's a site. Plex.tv, and it'll just run right out of your
The
browser.
app is only for if you're running your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But on, I'll add it tonight.
Through the app.
I'll add it tonight. But I've been watching. I think it's season 6 of 60 Days In, and if you've never watched that show, man, it's really fucking cool, man. So like the idea is like they take the worst prisons, right? Every season they pick a new prison, and they put people in the prison as like
it's loaded up perfect.
You know what I mean? As like whatever you call it, informants kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like they put them in as prisoners, and they act as normal prisoners and shit. But their idea to be in there is to like find where the drugs are coming from. You know what I mean? Where all the shanks are. You know what I mean? All that, and like help reform the prison system and shit, right? But like it's so fucking cool because like all these guys get like so into it. You know what I mean? In season 6, it starts off with like the core group of guys and girls, because there's the women's pod and the men's pod, and as it goes on, it slowly feeds out, and everybody starts bitching out, right? Because they're like, "Wow, prison is very fucking tricky. It turns out I don't want to be here. I'm gonna go home now." You know what I mean? So they all end up bitching out, and then at the end of it, sorry, not the end, like maybe like halfway through, they get this motherfucking gangster named Tony. Tony is the beast of a man, right? Tony's a prison guard in real life, like that's his job or whatever, so he understands how prison works and shit, you know what I mean? He has no confusion about how the system works. So they put Tony in on the inside to fucking figure some shit out, right? Within
Is
two...
it like a maximum security?
I don't know if it's maximum or medium, you know what I mean? I'm not actually sure, but it's like, it's pretty good. Yeah, no, it's pretty good, you know what I mean? Like pretty locked down shit, you know? So Tony goes in to like pick up the slack and shit like that. Within 2 days... Tony's already found shanks and drugs, you know what I mean? And he's got all the prisoners, like, on his side. Within, like, 5 or 6 days, he's what they call the pod boss, which is, like, the boss of the block. You know what I mean? Because he has all the commissary, and he's, like, selling the commissary to everybody and shit like that. And, like, he's just ruling the prison block, and he's a fucking guard! You know what I mean? It's like, this is amazing, dude. And then it's like, he's, like, loaning the commissary out to people, right? So he can, like, build the trust up and shit like that. And this one dude doesn't pay him back. So he's like, yo, I gotta fucking, you know, like, lay the law down with this guy. I can't have people thinking that they can fucking steal from me, right? So he, like, goes up to the dude, and he's like, yo, give me your fucking shirt, give me your pants, and give me your fucking shoes right now. And he robs the dude. He robs him dry. The prison guard robs the prisoner, takes his fucking clothes and shoes, and then goes back up to his pod, like, where his crew is, and starts distributing the clothes to his crew. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't want this fucking shit. This is garbage, man. You all want some shoes? Y'all want some pants? He's like chucking pants and shit. It's like, he's a prison guard. You know what I mean? Like, just fully absorbing himself into the role. And yeah, like, Tony ends up being, like, the most gangsterist motherfucker in that entire prison. But, such a good show. Like, so cool for, like, a reality show type of thing. You know what I mean? I think it's, like, an A&E thing or whatever. But, like, such a neat concept. You know what I mean? Because, like, you see dudes getting the shit kicked out of each other. You know what I mean? Like, when they go into their prison fights. There's one part where the dude fucking shanks the other guy, like, 12 times in the back and shit. It's like, oh, this is jail. This is legit jail. This is what I would think of when I think of jail. Minus the raping.
Yeah.
There's marginally less rape than what you would think. But they do have these thing called... so what we call bitches, right? Like a prison bitch is actually called a do-boy. Because they do whatever you want. You know what I mean? They get your laundry. They get your drinks. They're called a do-boy. But that's your bitch. So Tony gets himself a do-boy, too, because Tony's a fucking pod boss. Pod boss can't be rolling around without a do-boy. That's just fucking pathetic, you know what I mean? So the prison guard has a bitch, On top of everything else, on top of robbing inmates, stealing their shit, redistributing it to other fucking felons, and buying and selling drugs and commissary and all this shit, you know what I mean? Like, he just became the ultimate prisoner. And I was like, you know that you have to go out of here in 60 days and become a prison guard again, right? Like, you gotta go back to real life. You get that, right? Like, this isn't warping your mentality of reality or anything, right? He's like, goes back to prison and he just starts robbing all the fucking inmates and shit to, like, sell his own commissary as a guard. So you can't do that, dude. But yeah, such a cool show. It was such a neat thing. But, yeah, so yeah, the Plex is up. It'll be on the Plex tonight. I just got to move the files into, like, the proper place. And then that'll be up. But yeah, that should all be running.
1917 on there?
Yeah, I actually have that. I just got to move it again. I have a whole shit ton of movies that I haven't uploaded, but I have 1917.
I've heard that one's fucking pretty good.
It's incredible.
I heard it was, like, shot.
Yeah.
To look like it's one continuous shot. I think that's fucking
it's brilliant.
incredible.
It's fucking brilliant.
See that so bad.
Yeah, no, I'll put it on for you when we're done here tonight. It'll be up like
awesome.
This evening. Yeah, you can watch that.
Totally watch that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds.
Yeah, no, it's very
so
good,
cool.
dude. Very good, especially if you like you know, war movies and that kind of shit and whatever. But yeah, it gives you a really good appreciation.
Yeah,
for,
I was
like,
just
World
talking
War
to
I.
Jarrod the other day. He's never seen Hacksaw Ridge.
What?
That was a fucking amazing.
Yeah,
movie.
that I know that's already on the Plex. That should already be on there. So yeah, feel free to watch that one. That one's really interesting because that's all a true story
really
too.
Good.
Really good.
Yeah, 'cause he was talking about. I can't remember. I was talking the other day about how I was like watching. I've been watching like a lot of World War stuff lately.
Yeah.
I always like it and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love World War
felt
II.
like fucking myself up apparently by watching the most like traumatic, like actual like super, you know what I mean, like not lighthearted type shit, like actually like
dude, like
you know,
the
like
real
crazy
shit.
interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Like some old guy being like, yeah, we dropped the back and like the first 10 guys would just get cut down.
Yeah,
and,
literally.
you know, I was holding this young boy as he
Dude,
died.
those
like, oh my god,
that generation, like when they say the phrase
Like,
"the greatest
holy
generation,"
shit.
like, you ever heard that phrase, like the greatest generation?
Yeah.
They are the greatest generation. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like the shit that those men went through. And, like, the way they talk about it is so nonchalant, though. That's what gets me. You know what I mean? Like, when they say that shit, they're like, yeah, I was running. You know what I mean? We got off the boat, the door dropped, and the 30 guys in front of me just turned into mist.
Just dropped dead.
They were just ground beef. You know what I mean? So
I
had to run past.
back up and go back and grab
and
more.
jump off the side. You know what I mean? And swim myself back to the beach and shit. And it was like, that was just like, and they're just so like, yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
the dude that I was watching, so
like,
he was like
Jesus.
one of the dudes that was helping operate the boat, so he was dropping the door and
Right.
everything. Because I guess the control for that was kind of near the back of the boat. He
Okay.
had, like, a couple rows of people in front of him, and
Right.
yeah, like the first time he did it, he said like first 7 guys just
fucking
dropped dead.
do. Yeah.
The rest of them got a couple feet out. Brett dropped dead on the ramp, and then there was 2 guys next to him, and the one was like 2 feet from him, the one was like 4 feet from him. The one got blasted by one of the MGs.
Yeah, the 42s.
Like one of the German MGs, and just literally ripped his chest apart.
Dude,
and
it was
the
like,
second guy took one off the top of his helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, like the way it happened, like it did take a chunk of his skull out, but he didn't fucking die right away. The guy was literally like screaming in his screaming right beside him, like and he just watched that happen.
And that was just life to them. You know what I mean? Like for years.
Then had to proceed to lift the ramp back up, which he couldn't do because there was too many dead bodies on it. So he had to fucking run out and move like dead bodies,
like shuffle the corpses.
Like half an hour of like
Yeah,
shuffle a corpse,
lifting
hide
a
under
body,
the fucking ramp,
yeah.
pull it an inch, hide under the ramp, and literally did that for half an hour before he got back in the boat and on his way. And
That's
it's like,
fucked.
dude,
Absolutely
I played paintball.
fucked.
I played paintball when I was stuck in a bunker and there was paintballs
and you're
whizzing by
terrified.
my head. I was literally petrified and I couldn't move.
I know. I was gonna say I did airsoft and it was the same
How do you
thing.
move when there's actual MGs shooting over your fucking
airsoft
head?
are the exact same thing because like airsoft are so small that like when they hit the ground like dust flies and shit, right?
Yeah.
So like when you're like hiding in like a dirt bunker, there's like poof 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 like shit like exploding around you. You know what I mean? It's like holy fuck, dude. But you know. But yeah, exactly, because you know that it's not gonna kill you. Even if you poke your head up, you're gonna be like, ow. You know what I mean? Like that hurt.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
You're still scared.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like those guys in war, you know what I mean? Where it's like you have a fucking 45 ACP round flying at you at a fucking 1,100 meters a second. On top of the fact that all your best friends are around you, fucking dead on the ground, turned into goo. You know what I mean? Like they're not even humans anymore. They've been ripped apart by an MG42. You know, like they called that the buzzsaw. You know what I mean? Because of the sound that it made. Psst, it fired so fast. You know what I mean? It didn't even sound like a fucking gun firing at the time and shit.
Yeah,
it literally chewed guys in half.
Like he said, one of their only chances too when he was dropping them was every once in a while you get like a 6-second lull because they'd literally have
reload.
To change the barrel.
Yeah,
on it.
Yeah, because it would overheat. Yeah.
Literally be melting the barrel.
Red
on them. They
fucking
were
hot.
So much.
MG42s always had that problem too. That was a big thing with them apparently, where they constantly be like replacing barrels. You know what I mean? Sticking a new one on. All right, fire more. It was like the barrel would overheat from the rate of fire before the magazine went empty. It was like that's fucking insane, dude. Like, that was just their lives, you know what I mean? And now let's go past that, right? So now that you've finished with D-Day, now you've got the entire conquest of Normandy and France ahead of you. And then Europe past that. You know what I mean? Good fucking luck! Germans have been buried in there for the last 4 years, you know what I mean? Entrenching themselves and just waiting for you to show up. Like, literally just counting the days, because they knew it was an inevitability, you know what I mean? They're like, alright, come on, motherfuckers, come on, we dare you. Come on, try and walk through France. That fucking, whatever it was called, the Marencho line, or whatever the fuck, I can't remember the name of it, but it was literally just a line of bunkers and barbed wire that extended across the entire French border. You know what I mean? It was like, good luck getting past this.
Fun.
They did. They fucking did it. Somehow. You know what I mean? Like, it's a miracle that we won that war, dude. Like, a literal fucking miracle. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a perfect situation of circumstance. Like, if the Japanese didn't attack America...
With, like, Italy and shit, too?
Not so much,
like,
no. By that point in the war, Italy was pretty much already, like, useless. They weren't contributing a whole lot or doing a whole lot of anything.
No, not that Italy was helping, but, like, people were going to Italy, so they had to, like, send more people to Italy.
Well, there's, like...
Divided up too much.
There was, like, the Italian front, which was, like, the main push into Europe. You know what I mean? Because it went from, like, Africa into... if I remember right. I don't even know that part of the front so well. But I'm pretty sure if I remember right, it was like the African conquest led into Italy, which was like a big push into Europe. You know what I mean? Because that was the whole cornerstone into there, off Normandy, off the northwest. Where's that west? Yeah, northwest was the Normandy in France, right? Yeah. And they invaded from that side, and Africa coming from the south with that encumbersome, and then Italy and everything, and then it was the entire movement east towards Berlin and shit like that. And then with the Russians coming west, it just pinched the Germans in the middle, right? And they had no chance because you're fighting fucking four armies at that point. No, France didn't have an army because they were just rebels. They got conquered so fast. They just gave up, you know what I mean? As soon as the Germans walked in, they were like, oh, please, we don't know what to do. And they're like, hey, all right, this is our country now, bitches. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. They just literally, like, walked into France. Germany did that with, like, so many countries, too. Poland was the same thing. Czechoslovakia. They just walked through them. You know what I mean? Like, there was no combat involved. No losses, no casualties. They just took it. They're like, it's ours now. Like, what are you going to do?
We're going to come and we're going to take it.
Yeah, it was, like, literally, like, they opened, like, Polish people look up in the fucking...
We'll shoot you all if you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was, like, literally Polish people look up in the sky one day and they see the fucking black clouds of the Luftwaffe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even exaggerating, man. They literally darkened the sky with airplanes. You know what I mean? Like, just as a show of force. Like, this is what we could do to you.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like, this is what we've got, just so you know. And then on top of the Luftwaffe was the blitzkrieg of the fucking mobilized mechantry, you know what I mean? And the infantry and shit like that, and the tanks. So, like, no hope in hell, you know what I mean? Plus, Hitler was like, hey, you found this new thing called methamphetamine? It's really cool. We can make our soldiers fight for 9 days straight. It's fucking sweet. And then he pumped them all full of fucking meth, dude, and they were all high as shit. It's like, that's why the blitzkrieg worked, you know what I mean? It was like, you think a normal human can fight for 5 days straight with running and sprinting? No. On meth, he can. He definitely can on meth. No problem. Yeah. It was like, that's where that whole, well, you know, the pandemic started.
He himself was on a bunch of drugs, too. He'd have, like, doctors
allegedly.
Like, liquid cocaine.
Alleged. That's the thing. Nobody actually knows what it was that he was on. But there's an undeniable fact that he was, like, medicated fucking highly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, highly medicated. But there's so many construed reports about the fact, because I've heard that before, where he was like taking like a cocaine supplement. I've heard things where he was taking like an amphetamine supplement. Yeah, you know what I mean. So there's no there's no denying
what it was, but he was
right.
Like,
exactly. There's no denying that he was definitely like out, you know, a little out there on some fucking shit for sure. Not quite with it, as one would say. But I love that piece of history, man. That's like one of the only times in history where like the world almost changed. You know what I mean? Like, in a fundamental way. Like, from being, like, a Western-based democratic society to being, like, a fucking overarching fascist society. You know what I mean? Like, because, and it almost fucking happened, dude. If Japan wouldn't have fucking fucked with America, America never would have entered that war, and we would have lost Europe. There's no fucking way that the stupid Brits and the fucking pathetic French that already gave up would have been able to hold Europe. You know what I mean? It was a matter of fucking time until Hitler took over Britain. And when he took Britain, that would have been the fucking end of it, dude. He would have had a foothold on that entire continent. You know what I mean? And nobody would have stopped him. But thank you, Japanese people, for not listening to Hitler and doing your own thing and be like, we need to bomb them now. Be like, Hitler's like, maybe wait 6 months. Let's just chill. All right, I got some shit in the works. Everything's gonna be good. Be like, yeah, we'll do it. Let's wait. Let's totally wait. We're not fucking waiting. We're not waiting. Get those fucking planes fueled, boys. We got some fucking boats to sink. Jesus Christ. World War II is so cool, man. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not cool.
Mean, it's not. Yeah. No.
It's fucking. It's interesting. It's super interesting.
It is
super
interesting. It really is.
I love that shit. It's the foundation of all the problems that we have in the world today, too. You know what I mean? Like the whole like communist versus fucking capitalism and shit like that. That all stems from World War II. You know what I mean? That Russian Revolution. Oh god, I could literally do like a fucking 2-hour podcast alone on fucking World War II and like the history and the implications as to why our society is the way it is, just based off of the actions of World War II. We wouldn't be the way we are. You know what I mean? We wouldn't hate communists. We wouldn't have that problem with communism and shit like that if that shit never happened. Well, if the Russian Revolution never happened, then we wouldn't have that problem. We'd still have czars in Russia and shit like that. Fucking Rasputin fucking everything up. Crazy mystic motherfucker trying to cure the kid out of his bleeding disease, but he couldn't do anything, so he just started fucking the queen. He was the lover of the Russian queen, dude. I don't know if there was a cat that really had died, though. I don't know what that part of the song has to do with Rasputin. But the rest of it's fairly accurate. It's pretty good. Oh, yeah, Brendan, you wanted to talk about some game stuff, didn't you?
Game stuff, game news, fucking game news,
video games.
Game news. Skate 4.
Skate 4. I'm super excited for that one, dude.
The greatest skateboard series of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited for that. No release date, no time frame, but it's coming. It's fucking coming.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now, not to say we don't have supplements for, Skate now. We with the Session and the SkaterXL.
You know what?
They're doing it pretty good.
I'll argue, though. I'll argue that. I'll argue your point. Just as devil's advocate, we don't have a replacement for Skate or Tony Hawk because those are arcade skaters. What we have now are simulators. I want an arcade skateboarding game where I don't need to think so much and I can just do huge combos and have fun, you know what I mean? And like we can play multiplayer and fuck around and shit, you know what I mean? Like,
now what I was going to say is like for now we kind of have like some half-ass supplements with Session and SkaterXL, which aren't like fully refined games, but you know when Skate comes out, it's not going to be some early access.
No.
You know, like done out every couple months.
But
it's going to probably be a long ways away, first of all.
For sure. We're not even talking about
September. We have Tony
Hawk know it's just going to be good. Like, Session and SkaterXL might get to, like, a finished, polished point at some point, but, like, I don't think they can compare with what EA will be able to put out with Skate. Skate 3 is already, like, when it comes down to actually sitting down and having fun, Session and SkaterXL are fun, but if I actually wanted to sit down and play through and play some missions, have a cool fun
I agree.
Skate all day, every day, nothing compares.
That was exactly my argument, is SkaterXL and Session are simulators. You know what I mean? They are meant to simulate skateboarding. They're not supposed to be like an arcade experience of fun, quote unquote. In the same way that Tarkov isn't a fun shooter. It's a simulator. You know what I mean? Or that's what they're going for. Whereas, like, same as like Skate and SkaterXL and shit like that.
Not to say in a sense that I think Skate will go in a direction that you can have more, because like at this point, I think with Session and SkaterXL having come out, I think that's kind of set a standard for what people will expect in the next skateboarding game.
At least
I really do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point.
At least in the dual stick mode, as far as that,
like the control.
Sure. At least going to be an option. Okay, whether you want classic
just like how in NHL
or
they have like the skill
stimulated two-stick,
or you can go to like.
That's funny. I was literally just gonna say that. Like NHL. You know what I mean? How they have skill stick or old school, and when we'd play together, I'd be like, I just want to push X to slap shot.
And I think they'll also add that option of like hard landings and like landing sideways and like realistic landings, because I think people will now have a taste for that ultra-realistic skating.
It's an interesting argument.
Want that.
It's an interesting argument
But
because
I don't know. They could just go.
They could go either way.
Not include those options.
And that will still fill a niche. Is like that's my point, right? Because like
I'll still play it all day.
Yeah, and I'll still love it. You know what I mean? It'll still be good. Martin, what you drinking? I'm drinking.
A possibility that they might add that more simulator-esque mode.
Yes.
Right. So you can put it on, arcade mode
I would agree.
or, simulation mode, as much as you can with pretty much every driving game now,
yes,
right?
Yes.
You can have all the drive assists on, traction control, all this and that, or you can have it be realistic simulated steering with crazy feedback.
Right,
you can have
right.
the traction control off. You can turn off the racing line. You can turn off ABS. You can do all this and that, right? So it's like, why not have that full spectrum of gaming, which I think they're smart enough to do.
Right. And now I'm just talking from like a logistics standpoint and shit like that, right? I would think, personally, I would prefer that they would just focus on one. You know what I mean? Whereas like, I just want them to just do the arcade thing and make that as amazing as it could be. You know what I mean? And as fun as it could be. I don't care about the realism. I want it to be fun. When I play Skate and Tony Hawk, I want them to be fun. When I play SkaterXL and Session, I want to be challenged. You know what I mean? Whereas like I want to think about doing my tricks and shit like that. I want that from that. When I play Skate and shit, that's what I'm looking for from a skate game specifically is that fun aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Fun.
But it would be, but like, yeah, exactly, and like the overarching ridiculousism in the physics.
I think they could find a good medium between that arcade and simulation that gives you that satisfaction of like, because you gotta say like Skate is fun, but there is that satisfaction of Session when you fucking pull that off.
But arguably, dude, that's what the fun of Session is. You know what I mean? Is when you finally do that fucking 360 shove it or whatever into the grind. You know what I mean? You're like, holy fuck, I caught it, I did it. You know what I mean? Like,
for me,
that's sick.
Like, screw the rest of the physics and the landing, keep it all the same as Skate. The thing that I would really like to see in Skate, because as a skater, it's so intuitive and it is so much more satisfying
that
to
control
do double stick deck control.
I
agree. Is one of the things that's the craziest because if you think of it, like it kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't actually with the single stick. For like a hard flip, it's like back and then this way and then over, and that kind of makes sense because you think your back foot, you kind of put it over and then the flick up is your front foot.
But well, remember
so
like
cool to have that like flick, snap.
Remember laser flips used to be like you go up, quarter back, angle, back and up. You know what I mean? And I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, but like when you do like a laser flip on fucking Session, it's like you have to use like both. Yeah, it's like, okay, that makes total sense. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm snapping, flick, and there we go. That's the motion of what my foot would be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if they could adopt that and still keep the arcadiness, boom.
Yeah, like little simple things like
I said, even the option double stick control, single stick control.
Yes,
they do it for everything.
I would think
NHL to racing games.
Yeah,
so
it would just be cool if they added the one thing I don't like in Session and SkaterXL, or the two things, are the vert and the grinding.
Yeah, no vert.
Very annoying to me, and I love vert. That's like my favorite and preferred way of like playing skateboarding games and shit. That's my like satisfied thing.
I'm gonna play some Skate 3 later.
Dude, they actually have they added in the experimental mode. They have a skate mode, so we should play together. You know what I mean? Like we can do Skate.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Or was that SkaterXL? I can't remember. It was either SkaterXL or Session. One of the two has a skate mode built into it now, and you can do remote play. You know what I mean? Where I host it, and then it like you jump in kind of thing. We'll try it after though. We'll see how it works.
Totally.
Yeah, and we can like play a game of Skate. You know what I mean? And like set the tricks and shit. Yeah, it's fucking. They just added that. It's fucking awesome. Yeah,
that's
it's fucking
so cool.
Yeah, it was like nice, dude. The foundation of multiplayer finally. You know what I mean? Because like that'd be so cool if we could just jump into a skate park together and like not compete or anything, just skate together and like watch each other do tricks. That'd be so cool, dude.
Neat.
But yeah, so I feel like that's the start of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, all right, nice.
Each other.
Yeah, that'd be cool as shit, dude.
Okay, you know what they need to add? It's cool. Like, I mean, it's kind of useless.
Lip stalls.
Just like for that, like. I don't even know what you say, because I know you can hit like the menu and you can have your like replay after.
Yeah.
If you've got two people, you should be able to have one person skate with a camera.
That would be so cool.
Get all your low angles and like your right stick is like how you move the camera.
That would be so cool, dude. That would be so neat. That'd be fucking awesome.
I could just like stand at the bottom of the stairs and get the angle as you come down.
And then like when you're like fucking trying to follow on a line, you know what I mean? You gotta dude, that would be so cool.
Oh my god, they need to add that.
That would be fucking sick, man.
Dude, they're like super like they have a lot of input and stuff,
There's
right? Like with these games in development, you can always put in.
Yeah, and on SkaterXL, I'll link you to it. Do you have SkaterXL? Did you pick it up?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, there's a Discord that I'll link you to for the like it's a modding Discord, and like they're totally open to suggestions. You know what I mean? Where they're like, hey, if you have a cool idea, like you put it in the Discord, we can try and implement it.
Camera mode.
Oh, that's easy. It's like it's not a crazy mod.
Just add a free cam and then put like a cool border around it with a recording symbol.
I wouldn't think it. Like honestly, I don't know nothing about game development, but that seems like it'd be.
Modding works,
I have no idea. I'm sure it's more complicated than what I think, but it seems like that'd be doable, right? Like
it's like when people are saying. It's like when people make suggestions for Tarkov.
Yeah,
like, let me just do that. Let me just make that. Let me change it. Huh?
That fucking
just type in code and
that one podcast they did or whatever, and he's like reading comments, and the comments were like, "Fix the legs, fix." Oh, they're so Russian. They don't. Okay, so here, Jarrod, these are how Russian they are. In the initial 2 years of the game, when you tried to search for an AK-47 on the flea market, you couldn't find it because the K was the Russian K. They never translated it into an English keyboard. So you couldn't search an AK-47 because the K was a Russian K, and you can't do Cyrillic characters on a fucking American keyboard. So yeah, you couldn't look up an AK. That's how Russian they are. Like, some of the quest descriptions are like, go to customs, find 5 scav, find and kill them, and then bring back to me. Like,
yeah,
what?
Like broken as shit.
What the fuck was that? You're like, oh, okay, I think I need to go to customs and kill guys. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna do it and see what happens. Thank God for the wiki. Like, seriously, man, there's a whole wiki. Yeah, because like everyone's already figured it out. You know what I mean? They know exactly. But like, if that wiki didn't exist, there's the one quest where it's like you have to go to the map called customs and go into the red building and into the office and grab a folder, right? And then you have to take that folder and take it to another map called factory and dump it in a specific spot. But in the description, it's like, go to the factory area of customs map, find intel folder, and bring folder to factory area on factory map.
Dude, I was so confused. I was asking you about that one. I was like, what the fuck is this about grabbing this in this? It says it's on this map.
Yeah,
it
says, like, it calls...
Like, no, you gotta do this.
No, because there's a map called factory. There's an entire map called factory. And then they call the area in customs, which is another map, factory. So it's like, in the customs map, there's an area called factory, and then there's a map called factory, which coincidentally, you have to take the item from the customs factory into the factory. Ah! How would anybody know that? Like, Jesus Christ, guys!
Oh my God.
Just gonna go grab a drink, I'll be right back. Tarkov's so bad for that. They just hate localization, and it seems like they just hate English people in general.
I mean, they can do whatever they want, I guess. But yeah, before we get skate, we'll get the new Tony Hawk like HD release in September, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, 1 and 2 HD remake. That'll be dope. I wonder if they'll just wait for next gen before Skate comes out. Because like, if they're just like kind of working on it now, it's gonna be months.
Oh
I wouldn't bet on seeing it until after the new year.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be after the new year, 100%. I wouldn't see that being like more than a year away, to be honest.
Yeah,
or like more.
true.
Yeah, like I'd see it being more than a year away.
Man, fucking, you know what got pushed back again? Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Oh, I want it so bad.
Yeah.
I think that one, like, if it ends up finally coming out before next gen, I'll buy it and play it. But I guarantee they'll re-release it on next gen, and I'll have to get it on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell
What
yeah.
up?
Trying to keep the crowd on my
Cyberpunk
feet.
got postponed again.
Oh, till November, god damn it.
Now I will be back in a moment.
Fucking November. But you know what? I was saying in the group chat.
Brandon?
What?
Did you hurt your foot?
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure, you're good.
Ugh.
Do a kickflip if you're so good.
Oh no, I ain't have.
Ah, he's not that good. Yeah, Cyberpunk delayed till November, I know. But it is what it is. I said in the group chat, I was like, it's probably best with a game of that like magnitude and how like hyped that game is. You know what I mean? I'd rather have them wait like even another 8 months to polish it and have it come out be really good than have it come out and be like a shitty state and have everybody hate the game.
Even if they're like, guess what? It's only gonna be on next gen. I'm like, well, I'm buying next gen anyways.
Exactly. I got a fucking PC, so there is no gen to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm fine.
Well, that's gonna be released on PC.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure. I'm pretty
PC
sure from what I was reading,
Red.
PC is the standard for development. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're starting with. CD Projekt Red is a PC developer first and foremost.
Okay, cool.
Same with Witcher 3. Like, Witcher was like developed from the ground up for PC and then ported to consoles, which is why it's like so amazing on computer. That game is beautiful, dude. Yeah, I don't know if have you ever played The Witcher 3?
No, I never got into it.
Do you like RPGs and shit?
Yeah.
If you can get into them and you like high fantasy and that kind of shit, The Witcher is like some of the best fantasy you'll ever play, dude. Like, hands down.
I bet.
It's so fucking good.
I don't want to waste another 5 months of my life.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's a really big game.
Because it's so big. That game came out, what, like 4 years ago now, and they still, like, there's
yep.
There's still new shit.
I got my fucking, I got this thing. Got that with the old pre-order.
Nice.
Aw, yeah. The old Prima guide, and it's actually funny because I never even cracked it open. I never used it once. But
was it wrapped in plastic?
Yeah.
Still in plastic?
No, I took it out of the plastic because I wanted to read it, but it's nice. Nice book.
Nice.
It's a good one. Quite happy. Yeah, it's really handy. It's got, like, because it's a huge game, you know what I mean? So it's, like, got, like, the most, like, intricate little things that you would miss and shit. It's, like, super handy. And it all goes in order from, like, the quest lines, which is really handy, you know what I mean? So you can, like, just go from one quest to the next one and, like, not miss shit and everything else. But, yeah, man, The Witcher's the coolest.
I never really
like,
used guides as a kid for most things.
Oh, I always did, really? I had, like, a Pokemon, like, a guide for Pokemon Red. I used that like a motherfucker. I had a guide for Majora's Mask. I used that like a motherfucker. I used to love having those guides.
So hard.
Yeah, dude, it was insane.
It's so hard.
So insane.
And if you didn't have a friend that like was already farther, like how the fuck do you do this?
That was funny because I was that friend.
Sit there for like a week that shit, right?
Yeah, I was that friend. You know what I mean? Like when everybody started playing it and shit, and they were like, "I just don't understand how you're supposed to do the fucking Stone Temple, whatever, you know, or a Stone fucking temple and shit." Yeah, the Stone Temple Pilot's temple. I don't understand how that works.
Like the one where you put the creepy statues.
Yeah, where you had to play the song of what is it, Sorrow or whatever it was.
Sorrow. Yeah.
And then you got to put statues of yourself in each form on each fucking platform. Oh my god, that was a nightmare.
Yep.
But yeah, I used to play that game. I was like that kid in school though, where they were like, "I don't understand how to beat that." I'd be like, "Oh, I've got your back." I'm just like, I actually know.
To get the couples mask, you have to start at like day one and like do like.
Yeah, and then you gotta catch them at like the specific times.
Every time for like 6 different things that happen.
Thank God for the guidebook on that one, because there would have been no way in hell I would have been able to figure that shit out. You know what I mean?
I didn't play Majora's Mask on N64. I just like I didn't have the pack for one.
Oh, the expansion pack or whatever. Yeah.
I didn't have it. Yeah. Like I don't know. I just never played it. So then my friend got it with the GameCube, so we played it on that.
Nice. I had the expansion pack because I got Donkey Kong Country as a Christmas present the one year, and it came with it, so I was lucky enough on that front.
I borrowed an expansion pack from a friend one time because he lent me Donkey Kong. That game's fun.
That's a good fucking game. It is so big, dude.
Yeah.
It takes so long. You got to go back through like each of the levels with like all 5 of the monkeys or like 6 of them, however many there were. Like find all the bananas and all the tokens and shit. It's like, oh my god, what a nightmare, dude.
Yeah, because certain people could go through certain areas. Like these,
man.
The girl's hair would whip, so you could
across. Exactly. And then like Donkey was stronger, so you could like break down certain barriers and shit like that. You know what I mean?
There was that like big dumb one that could walk on a beam, so you could like walk across like
oh yeah, dude. That's right. I totally forgot about that. We were just talking about Donkey Kong Country 64, Brendan. I don't know. You ever play that? Oh, I think your mic might be muted.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Oh, here's this.
Cough button. He's a real professional, ladies and gentlemen. He's got an actual cough button. But yeah, we were talking about like Super Nintendo games or N64 games, sorry. And then we got into the topic of Donkey Kong 64 and how fucking big that game was. I think that's probably one of the biggest N64 games, like in terms of like collectibles and shit like that. You know what I mean? And shit. Actually, you know what? I fucking think I remember reading that it has one of the Guinness records for the most collectibles in video games, like a Guinness video game record or whatever. You know what I mean?
Shit.
But yeah, I think that video game has the most collectibles in any video game.
I think I saw something in like some of the like speedrun shit I watched. I think they even found like a collectible like not even like 2 years ago. They found one that like no one had found before.
That's insane. That
like,
game's been
it
out
was
since
like kind of glitchy. Like I think you had to like kind of glitch and clip to get to it. It was like hidden, but it's like there was still something hidden.
Hey, such is speedrunning, man. Now that we're on that topic,
it's
though.
Something that we were gonna put in the game, they decided to cut it out, but it was still physically there.
Shit like that.
I don't know if you guys ever played Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie. Those are like my two favorite games when I was a kid. But
I played Kazooie, I never played Tooie.
In Tooie, they had a thing.
Also needed the expansion.
Yes, it did. Yeah, in Tooie, they had a thing called Stop and Swap, and Stop and Swap was a thing that was supposed to be from the last game. So it was like this crazy principle where it was like if you remove an N64 cartridge and put another one in fast enough, it'll still keep the RAM loaded from the last game. You know what I mean? So there was supposed to be a feature with Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie where you could unlock certain things in the first game and then swap cartridges, and it would unlock it in the second one. It was called Stop and Swap. Cool. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, so like those were like the Stop and Swap eggs that you could find in Banjo-Kazooie were still findable. But they were all like, not all of them, but a lot of them were in like really weird glitchy spots like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, it was like a big thing for like speedrunner guys. You know what I mean? You get all the Stop and Swap eggs, even though it fucking means nothing. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, it was cool as fuck. But now that we're talking about speedrunning, since we're on that topic, I have been pursuing myself a 16-star speedrun of Super Mario 64. And I think both of you guys have been, or Brendan a little bit less, but Jarrod's been watching my progress a little bit, and I'm starting to get pretty good at it, man. I'm getting okay. You know what I mean? Like, I think Jarrod can attest to that. You know what I mean? There's a couple of the tricks and shit that I'm trying to learn that I'm not very consistent at. You know what I mean? That I can't do every time and shit. But yeah, man. On the whole, like when I can do like cannonless, like you've seen me do cannonless like pretty much every time, no problem. You know what I mean? I can do Lakitu skip like 3 out of 4 times. And then the bomb skip on that first level, that's the one that's fucking me up the worst. That's a real hard trick to get down. And then just like the efficiency of movement, you know what I mean, and like getting good at the movement and shit like that, getting the route down proper to get from point to point to point to point in the best way possible. Very tricky, very tricky. But I'm learning. You know what I mean? And like I said, you guys saw the progress. I think I'm doing like immensely better compared to like a normal average Mario player. You know what I mean? And their knowledge and shit like that. I'm doing okay. Give me like another couple of weeks or whatever, man. I'll be good. Like this is only like I've only been actually practicing for this week. You know what I mean? Like I started on like Tuesday night. I think like actually like practicing and taking it seriously, like spending an hour or 2 every day and like really trying. And yeah, so that's only like a week's progress. You know what I mean? So like you give me like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, I'll have the tricks down, I think. And I'll be able to actually do the run. And then I can set myself a good standard. And that'll be like, I think that'll be pretty cool little bit for the podcast and shit like that. You know what I mean? I can set my own PB and then try and beat it. You know what I mean? See where I'm at and shit like that. That's pretty cool. Because it's like a 20-minute speed run. It's not super long. So it's definitely doable. But yeah, pretty excited for that. Getting into that shit, that'll be really cool. Once Brendan's foot's better, he'll be doing more skateboarding tricks and not breaking his ankles.
Skateboarding? Hell yeah.
Less ankle breaking. Jarrod said he's going to order his model in the next couple of days, right, Jarrod?
Yeah, I might wait till tomorrow and...
Well, you may as well just wait till Monday.
Or Monday. Yeah, Monday, and see if Neo Tokyo just has one, then I can just fucking go get it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Save yourself the time and the money and shit.
I should just post on their fucking Facebook. They're pretty active.
Oh, that's true. You can just message them and ask them. Yeah, exactly. They'll get back to you eventually. Be like, yo, you guys got this model, motherfuckers? I want to paint some shit. Do you still have to go out and get like the model paints and shit, Jarrod?
So you don't have to paint them. They're all like pre-colored pieces.
Oh, okay.
They have markers that are for them, like really detailed markers, and they sell the markers there. But I do need to get an actual.
So what are the markers just for like adding like details to the color, like battle damage?
Like battle damage.
Right. Just, cool, dude.
Making the reds deeper.
Yeah. That's fucking
adding
sick.
Because like it's plastic, so it's like kind of shiny.
Yeah.
If you want something to be like not super shiny and shit, like darker.
And add like a nice like matte kind of finish to it or some shit like that or whatever, right? That's cool, man. I think that's a neat project. That'd be really cool. Plus, on top of that, too, then you have, like, a cool, like, action figure type thing that you actually built. You know what I mean? And that's fucking really neat, I think. I think that's really cool.
I have my Dragonball Z ones.
I can see your Vegeta back there. You got a Is that Majin Vegeta back there?
It is. He's just a statue.
Yeah, I was going to say it, but it looks like Majin Vegeta with all the ripped up clothes and
Get
shit.
out of my chair.
You've been sucked in.
Vegeta. I got it from ED Games.
Oh, nice.
In White Oaks. It actually comes with 2 heads.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
One without it. And I was like, it, bitch.
Brennan's looking at animal porn on a second monitor.
Yeah.
Not like animals and humans, like animals fucking each other. He's not weird, guys. Like.
So there's the normal head.
Yeah. Oh, the Majin head. That's way better, dude.
That's cool.
Oh, it's popping off.
I want that Majin head. That's way fucking cooler. Fuck the normal head.
Yeah, dude, this was only like $35.
Really? It looks really good, too.
Yeah, it's just like a plastic one. It's not one of those top-end ones.
Yeah. I like that little shelf you got there, dude. That's nice. All your PlayStation games and shit.
I got that at Excess Cargo back in the day.
Oh, Excess Cargo was the shit, dude. Is that place still in business?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
No.
That's a shame. Used to be so cheap.
Little fucking Goku that came with
Hey! Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku!
That's right.
When they just got ridiculous with their fucking naming sequences.
And this display case.
What do you got in there? Looks like a can of half and half twisted tea.
Oh, let's be a cunt.
It's got a can of twisted tea in a glass display case.
This is for Funko Pops. I'll just rebuild this later.
I'll fix you after.
It's a panda bit. It's a glass display case that plugs in for Funko Pops, and then it has like LEDs underneath.
Oh, okay.
LEDs make all the walls glow that color.
That's fucking cool, dude.
It's a Japanese soda.
Oh, Majin Buu.
Oh shit! I think you showed me that before. I think you might have snapped me that.
Dude, that's so cool.
Got it for me in Japan, like.
Oh shit!
Over 5 years ago.
Dude, that's super cool. That's awesome. I don't have anything from any other countries except China that was shipped to me.
He said, because everything's from China.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he drank his, and he's like, it kind of tastes like toothpaste, and I didn't want to drink mine, so mine's still closed. But,
it's amazing how like unappealing you can make something sound by describing it as it tastes like toothpaste.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fucking ironic too, because nothing feels better than brushing your teeth. You know what I mean? Like that's such a good feeling.
Right.
But the taste of toothpaste is fucking foul. Like, I don't want that to be a thing, you know what I mean? But, like, yeah, man, there's nothing I enjoy more than, like, you know, when you're just going to work, you just brush your teeth, you're like, God, I feel good.
You're stoned.
Yeah, dude, and you're, like, so minty
like,
afterwards
yeah.
and shit. You're like, my tongue feels so good right now. Like, everything's
it's weird.
so clean.
I know what you mean, though. So many people are probably like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No.
I'm like, dude, it is.
Yeah, it is.
You dirty
it's so,
fucks if you don't find that satisfying. What the fuck?
I'm like, I'm missing a tooth, and I still, like, enjoy brushing my teeth, you motherfuckers. Like, get your shit together. Christ.
Yeah, man.
Boys, I'll be right back.
Shit feels good. Yeah, do your thing, man. Yeah, no, I don't get that. There's a lot of people that are like that. It's the same thing with like showering too, eh, Brendan? Like, that's like one of the best things in the world, dude.
Nice.
That is the thing I look forward to the most when I'm at work. You know what I mean?
Use it.
Yeah, like when you're at work and shit. You know what I mean? Well, like, I guess it's a little different for you because you got the sweet air conditioning and shit. But like when you have like a sweaty job or whatever, you know what I mean? And, like you're there all day just covered in sweat,
what you wanna do.
dude. Like you just can't wait. And then you finally get in that shower and you're just standing there with that water. Oh, you know what I mean? Running over your head and shit. It's so relaxing and you feel so good. And then, yeah, you talk to somebody and they're like, oh, I don't know. I've been so busy. I haven't showered in 3 days. You're an animal. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong?
How do you live your life and feel okay? When did you do laundry last, you sick fuck? You know what I mean? Like, realistically, Jesus Christ, if you can't be bothered to wash yourself, I'm gonna fucking put high doubt into the fact that you can wash your clothes. You filthy piece of shit. Well, fuck it. How much effort does it take to wash your clothes and wash yourself? 10 minutes of fucking showering, literally?
Yeah.
And fucking an hour of sitting at your computer waiting for the laundry to finish? Wash your clothes!
Oh my god, Jedi Fallen Order just went on sale for 50%.
Get it.
Mine right now.
Highly recommended.
Boom.
You not played it yet?
No, never.
I won't spoil a thing for you. It is fucking incredible, Brendan.
Ooh, the deluxe edition is literally only
No,
$4.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
Don't support their bullshit, because all you get is fucking stupid skins that are not worth it. I did it, and it's not worth it.
I was gonna
Fuck
say
them.
it can't be much if it's only $4.
No,
more,
it's
right?
literally like alternative skins that you get at the beginning, and the skins that you can unlock in game are way cooler. Way cooler.
Oh,
you'll
shit.
you'll use that
What's-
stupid skin
what's
for
the
like
size
10
of
minutes.
this game?
It's pretty big.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
just,
the company that makes my
Jedi Fallen Order. We were just talking about there, Jarrod. Brennan just saw it was on
nice.
sale for half off, so he picked it up.
the company that makes those.
Literally, I was just checking. I'm like, I need
models
another
I'm gonna
game.
get.
I want a nice single player game. I
That's
look on.
a
literally-
good bet.
So I go to the sales page. First thing I see, Fallen Order 50%. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes.
No, that's a real good
Yeah.
bet.
They make Dragonball Z one, so I have Vegeta,
Mmm. Very
Yeah,
nice.
Goku.
Very nice.
and he's got this hand on. So
That
he's
Goku
got-
is sick. Oh, instant transmission Goku.
Oh, his hand popped out.
Oh, what have you done to him? Ah! Ah! No, he's
Yeah,
not.
so
He's
he
not
has, like,
instant
a
transmissioning.
instant transmission fucking hand. There it is.
There we go. Nice, dude. Just like the yard
But,
rats. Or yard rats.
right.
Sorry.
It's funny. So there's Vegeta, and obviously he has his widow's peak.
Nice.
So if
yeah,
you look
yeah.
at his
Just like me.
alternate
Just
face-
like me. You can see mine through my
Look
hat.
at this cutout. Look at his face.
Ah, dude. That's what my cutout in my face would be like if I was an action figure.
I can do it.
I think I showed you this before, Martin, but like Brendan, you can see his like the Super Saiyan like green pupils.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, hold on.
Like,
hold
you
it,
know,
hold
like-
it back up again. There you go. See how his
Oh,
pupils
yeah?
are green?
So just to get the green pupils, instead of just like coloring in the thing, they have like a whole stupid little piece.
Yeah, there's an entire green backing that makes the eyes
Oh
green.
shit.
That's so involved. That's
Oh,
like
and then
that's
there's,
high quality
there's,
though.
like, Super Saiyan eyebrows.
Yeah, yeah.
If you look, there's a yellow thing.
Oh my god,
It
fuck
feels so
off.
unnecessary, but that's got to be the best way to do it.
Right,
guess.
I was gonna say that's the high quality shit, right? Because then it has like a textured feel to it instead of just being a painted surface.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That looks way better.
That's fucking
way better.
good,
And
eh?
I have his like fucking Final Flash hands on right now. 'Cause
Nice.
They come with energy beams and like I have a stand.
Is that Final Flash or is that Big Bang? No, Big Bang's when he holds it above his head, and then he flings it back down. That's Big
That's
Bang
Gal
attack.
Gun.
Oh, Gallican, you're right. When he fought Goku in Saiyan Saga,
And
that's
that's
right.
purple.
Yeah.
oh,
You're right. You're
Big
totally
Bang
right.
is like the one-armed one.
Is
He
it?
does it against like.
Oh yeah,
Cell.
with the 5 spread fingers, right?
Yes, there we go.
Final
Five.
Flash is a strong. When I was a kid, I always thought Big Bang attack was the strongest, but no, Final Flash is like.
Gallican is the best one because he only used it once.
Oh. I now have fallen over.
Yeah, I know, and it's like so sick when he first uses
Dude, he
it.
fucking pumps himself up so bad. No man
Yeah,
can crank
and
his
it's all
shoulder
purple,
back
too.
like that. You know what I mean? Gallic, gone! He's like holds it for like so long and shit. I'm like, you're gonna displace your shoulders, Vegeta. Stop!
It's
Stop!
funny because he talks like the most shit when he does it. He's like, let's see if you can dodge this one, Goku. But if you do, it's just gonna blow up your entire fucking planet.
Yeah, it's like, ah, you have no win in this situation. We're like, well, shit. I guess I'll stand in the way of it then. Fuck. The escalation of
blasting
Dragon
Goku.
Ball Z would never make any sense. Nice.
Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta get
there
a,
we go.
you gotta get like a Goku shocker. They need that hand.
I need a Chi-Chi model.
Y'all are beaut. Well, thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Do you like my toys, Greg?
We appreciate you as well, and you are also a beautis.
Sierra Hardy.
Hanging out like a creep, being a fucking weirdo. Holy shit, we've been going for almost 2 hours already. I didn't even realize. Look at us go, dude. We're really good at this shit. We had more. We had more gaming shit though, didn't we? We had
Other
Skate
shit
4.
that
Wasn't there another one?
Hey, Skate 4.
Crash Bandicoot.
I guess you, yeah.
Yes.
Crash Bandicoot 4.
Right.
Yes. I'm fucking super excited for that.
I don't care, but it's coming.
I know you don't care, but that is a big thing for a lot of people,
Yeah, this is-
particularly me.
Right.
I was a PlayStation kid. I always had a PlayStation 1. I particularly had a modded and chipped PlayStation 1.
What is that,
What's
Jarrod?
this?
Oh, Collector's
Yeah,
Puzzle, Majora's Mask.
Oh, nice.
Of Termina.
Yeah, of Termina. Yeah.
I was too lazy to do it, and I also have another one.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Where'd you get
Yeah,
those?
Mind Games.
You ever seen those frames you can get, Jarrod, for puzzles? And
yeah,
you're like,
you can.
yeah.
I have a bottle of the puzzle glue and everything.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you should do that. That'd be cool. You should do that for your project too, because your model's only gonna take you like so long.
Yeah, that's true.
Do the puzzle too, and then you could frame a puzzle, have some cool shit on your wall.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be fucking cool as shit, dude. Then I'll get that
I used to
16
have a
star
Dragonball
rundown.
Z puzzle clock. I got it from Giant Tiger when I was a kid. I tried finding it online 100 times. I never found it.
Just no
But
dice, eh?
The back, it's like the final fight with Frieza. So like Nanix destroying the background. It's Goku all bloody, Frieza all bloody.
She's like, you have
It's a puzzle.
5 minutes until the planet will explode in 14 episodes.
Yes.
God
And, like,
damn
the
it,
whole thing's a
Frieza.
puzzle, and it came with like a little case you put on it and a plastic to hold it, and then like the
That's
puzzle
cool.
part, the clock part you put together.
That's
the
fucking
frame
super
looks like
cool.
red puzzle pieces. It's fucking
Nice.
sick. I don't know why my mom never threw it out or whatever happened to it.
That's awesome. That's super cool, dude.
Yeah, I wish I still had it. It was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
It's the way it goes, I guess. Eh? It's like always the way. It'll just like lose those random things. We were talking earlier about like N64 games and shit, remember? And like all the
Yeah.
like games that we used to have when we were kids or whatever. And like obviously we had them in boxes. And
Dude, I
those are
fucking
just gone.
found it.
The pack of condoms that fits your monster cock.
No.
Yeah, he's like, I don't use those anyways. I'm allergic to latex. Plus, I'm inconsiderate.
Possibly. That's not my kid. That's your,
We got.
that's your wife.
We're on. What are we on right now? Number 7, right?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got 10 coming up. I feel like we should do something special for 10, boys.
Fuck shit.
We
Yeah.
should all be naked.
I don't know what we should do, but we should do something special. I think like a drinking episode or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where we
We
all.
even get together for it too.
Oh, a live one.
We should do a live.
Well, let's,
Dude.
let's map it out.
That
When's
would
the
be fucking
25th?
cool. Yeah, dude, that's sick. That's such a good idea.
Yeah.
That is such a
everyone.
good idea. Because I'll be in
So
London
it'll be-
too.
Yeah.
You'll be in London
4 of us
for.
can get together, hang out, chill.
Yeah, we'll do it the weekend of the 25th.
Yeah.
Because that's Jarrod already booked off that weekend, you said, right,
What do we
Jarrod?
got? We're all just chilling in one room. Won't we just need the one mic?
Yeah, I can bring mine and my interface too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
bring
like,
yours. We can just
yeah,
have 2.
and then we'll have 2 mics, and I'll, you know what? I'll bring
That's
both of mine. I'll bring the
5
fucking Yeti because I was gonna give it.
Saturdays from now.
I was gonna give it to Jarrod anyways. You know what I mean? So I'll bring the Yeti with me, and then I can give it to him. We'll use that one as a room mic, and we'll use these 2 as our distinguishing mics. You know what I mean? Like one
Yeah.
for 2, one for 2, and then we can use
Oh,
the
Keith
Yetis
has
to
an-
move.
Keith has an AT 2020 with a.
Oh, does
as
he?
Well.
Okay,
See if we
well,
can get that.
Yeah, see if we can just
Look at
borrow
the
that for a
cat.
night.
That was the clock I had.
But yeah, that's fucking. That would be sweet. I think that'd be really fun. And you said that's how many weekends away, Jarrod?
It's like 5.
Okay, so we'll be a
Because we're
little
the
late.
20 So there's the 27th, the 4th, the 11th, the 18th, and then the 25th.
Okay, so we'll be a little late
It
on
won't be in
10.
time.
So that won't be the 10th. So what'll that be then? The 13th?
Our
Also-
10th episode will be on the 18th.
The 10th episode will be on the 18th of July.
So
Yeah,
it'll
so-
be the 11th episode.
Yeah, so if it's 7, then next week is 8, then no, the 11th.
Yeah, it's the 11th. Okay, so we'll be 2 weeks
Yeah.
late. So we'll just make a joke out of it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just call it like
Look
World's
at-
Worst
look in the
Podcast,
chat.
10th episode spectacular. That's actually the 12th. It's perfect,
We
dude.
told you we're the fucking worst. Deal
Yeah,
with
you gotta stand up for these things, all right? We gotta deal with that. I don't drive, so this is why we gotta deal with things.
Yeah, the
But
10th
that's a sick
episode's
idea.
Special, that's actually the 12th, but 10th is more special.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. 12th are not significant, so that's a thing. But that'll be fun. I think that's a great idea, and we can. And since we have time, we'll get some of our friends together and shit like that. You know what I mean? And we'll all hang out, and we'll just do like special guests, quote unquote, and shit like that.
Yeah.
I like that
Boys.
idea too. And not to get too behind the curtains while we're live and stuff like that, but I think it'd be really cool to have some guests. You know what I mean? Have some people on and shit like that where we can have like a discussion about things that are outside of our realm of comfortability and like things that we can actually learn about would be really interesting. Just people that do different things for a living that we don't do, you know what I mean, would be interesting to me, I think. Like people that have different opinions on things would be very interesting to me. People that don't play video games as hardcore as we do would be very interesting, you know what I mean? Like things like that. I think that'd be really cool, man.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so like I think we should start like expanding towards that shit, and start thinking in the next week or whatever about people that you might know, you know what I mean, or that we all know that would make good guests, or if there's anybody that's watching that would be interested in guesting, you know what I mean, for an episode and shit like that. Like, you can message any of us and we can work it out, man. And I don't know, I think it'd be very fun. You know what I mean? Like I think we could make this like into something very interesting and shit like that if we were all working together and towards things like that. But
Oh yeah.
Guys, look in the chat. I found that clock, and it's actually an eBay listing from Canada, and it's $40.
dude, that's so cool.
I need to repurchase that.
Hold on, I gotta
My
show.
childhood in a box, dude.
Gotta show that to chat. There we go. All right, there you go, chat. There's Jarrod. That is a fucking super cool. That is actually really cool, dude. I think that's super neat.
Oh yeah, that one.
I love how the time, like the hours are Dragon Balls. That's fucking sweet. What is with if we can get into a debate about the animation quality and consistency in Dragon Ball Z, I think that would be a thing we should talk about. The Frieza Saga probably and the Cell Saga probably have some of the worst animation ever fucking conceived in any animated series. Do you concur?
You know the exact image I'm thinking of? With,
oh,
like,
yeah.
The eyeballs?
Yep. Yeah, or where his like pecs are like where his pecs are off center and one bicep is like way bigger than the other and shit like that. It was like,
well, it's because they had different companies drawing it at certain times, right? Like
that sounds like a bunch of bullshit excuses to me for a bunch of pathetic animators, but you know, whatever. Opinions are like assholes, right, Jarrod?
I'm just saying that's what they say. It's not an opinion.
Seems to be an opinion about what happened. All right, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just like coronavirus may be caused by 5G networks.
If
just
you
saying.
want to talk about
just
bad
saying.
animation, let's talk about early Super. Holy.
Let's talk about any frame of Super. Any frame. Super is disgusting.
Did you watch the Tournament of Power?
Yeah, as much as I could stand before it got boring and I couldn't stand Jiren anymore. And that fucking bland-ass, weird-looking character. None of those characters have any design to them that's memorable. You know what I mean? Like, compared to, like, Jiren to Cell.
Yeah.
What's memorable? His big muscles or his stupid eyes? Like, or the fact that he's trying to be stronger. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, there's nothing in Super that's, like, distinguishable. That's why Z was cool, because there was fucking escalation. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, Cell is worse than Frieza. That's apparent. You know what I mean? And Majin Buu is worse than Cell. That's apparent. Jiren is just a big fucking dude in a tight suit. Like, what threat does he offer that's, like, a more immense... Oh, he's more powerful. Oh, stupid. I get it. Okay. My mistake. Super sucks, dude. Compared to Z and shit like that, like, I would even vote GT as being more enjoyable to watch than fucking Super.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'll go that fucking far. At least GT has, like, a concise story that doesn't jump topics every 10 seconds and fill their fucking first 2 seasons in with movies. Like, literally, how pathetic is that? You know what I mean? That the first 2 seasons of Super can be entirely skipped because they're concise into 2 movies. Like, that's how unique you are? Like, okay. Like, you guys aren't even trying anymore, dude. You don't even care to make original content. Why the fuck should I care about your show?
The beginning of GT was pointless because, like, they meet that, like, super powerful... I don't even remember his name. Some, like, alien guy. Goku fights him and goes, oh, I'm not strong enough because I'm in my kid body. We'll fight again someday when I get... His name was Bebe?
Yeah, it was Bebe, yeah.
And then you never see that guy again. I'm like, okay. He's just gone.
Oh, wait, maybe that wasn't him, because I was going to say, they killed the shit out of Baby.
Oh, no, Baby. No, not Baby. This is before that.
What was before Baby? What was that? That was the Black Star saga. No, Black Star was after that. Yeah, no, okay. The first, you're right. The first bit of GT is garbage, because all it is like formulation and like establishment. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, and it's one-off enemies and shit. You know what I mean? And then when the Bebe saga kicks in, that's when they have like an overarching villain, and it gets good, and it's like actually enjoyable and shit like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's some good sagas in GT, like the Black Star Dragon Balls and shit like that, or the Black Star Dragons and all that. That was cool, dude. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's the last one.
And then I don't know, like that's the whole argument. I'm like, I've never seen one saga in Super where I was like, that's cool. Like
I really like the Goku Black saga.
Did you?
Although like the time traveling convolutedness, I was like, ugh. But I like Goku Black as a character.
Yeah, I can agree with that for sure. But I just felt like it wasn't like established enough. You know what I mean? Where I was like, I don't know. I guess it kind of was. I guess it was by the end with the what's his name, Xanatu. Where the fuck the guys? Zamasu, that's what it was. Where the guy that was like imitating him or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He like traveled to a point in time and killed him in that timeline and took his body.
What point in time did he travel to actually be able to kill Goku?
Yeah, that's
like,
the one thing I'm like, how'd you kill him?
Heart disease. Well, it might have been heart disease, Goku.
Maybe.
Like when he was, when he was suffering with that shit before the Cell Saga or whatever it was. And he's all fucking weak and pathetic and like hiding around in a fucking air jet with Yamcha protecting him. Like,
yeah, it was after.
Yamcha was his bodyguard. Let's all take a second to appreciate that. You know what I mean? You took your only savior of the planet that's possible towards defeating these enemies, and you made Yamcha protect him. Yamcha. That was your plan.
One of the funniest things in Super is fucking when they're recruiting the team for the Tournament of Power. Yamcha's like, any day now they're gonna come ask me.
Yeah, sure they will, bud. Sure they will. They're gonna come for Tien-Sen too. Like,
yeah,
Jesus.
They get Tien. They get Roshi.
Like, fucking Master Roshi got picked before you, dude. Just, god damn it. You need to go back to that cave that you moved into.
Like, and then I was like, how does Master Roshi even power scale to be nearly strong enough to fight the serpent? But he apparently does.
He's been doing a lot of push-ups, dude, on that island, you know?
He uses the fucking grab a evil beer containment wave, which I thought was cool, though. I was like, I remember that. Dragon Ball. I don't think that's strong enough to work on these guys. I can blow up planets, but okay. Like, oh no, a clay jar. No, dude, just blow that shit up by looking at it. It's fine. Super Saiyan 4 is fucking dumb, though. The fucking hairy chest, pointy transformation. Yeah. And then Vegeta never get Super Saiyan 3. Even in Super, they never give him Super Saiyan 3. He skips it. But in GT, Bulma makes some sort of like machine that like sends like waves through the air that turns Vegeta Super Saiyan 4. I'm like, bullshit.
Okay, yeah.
Bullshit. He's like, oh, I need to be strong, just counter up. Also, they cut like Vegeta's hair on the top, so he has like a spiked up flat top. I'm like, no. I was talking shit about Vegeta, how he got Super Saiyan 4, because Bulma made that.
Oh, with that fucking the Super Saiyan 4 laser.
Yeah.
Fucking puss, dude. He's such a puss. He's always been a puss, and he always will be a puss. Just like he had to go to Yardrat after Goku to learn instant transmission like a fucking puss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's gonna be like the first arc once they bring back the
what the instant transmission arc? Where are we gonna lead from that? Fuck off, Super. Just stop. Let the series die with dignity.
Never.
Yeah, no, we can't do that. It's still profitable. There's money to be made off of these weeboos.
Oh, they got my money. I don't care.
It's true. Like, as much of a fucking, like, I bitch about it, I still watch the fucking episodes and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, god damn it, you got me too, you sons of bitches. They're so ahead of the curve, dude. It's not even good.
You know a cool character for being fucking filler? Oh, this is gonna be funny, but
Launch?
I just forgot his name.
Is it Launch?
No. Launch wasn't filler. She was in all of Dragon Ball.
Launch is cool.
I like Pycon.
Pycon? Fuck off, dude. I love how Brendan's just sitting here the entire time being like, good God, can we fucking, like, talk about anything that I can interject on? Holy fuck.
Pycon was dope.
Pycon wasn't dope, dude. Pycon was a fucking... We're not
like,
no.
I watched it all when I was really young, so I was going through on your Plex, actually. I was rewatching original Dragon Ball when you still had that up, so I'm like familiar with the beginning of that. Like, I'm super familiar with the beginning of that bit.
Yeah.
But, like, as far as like the rest of it goes, first of all, I never did like GT or anything past like Dragon Ball Z. Like,
Z
that was as far as I watched.
Z is the pinnacle. You know what I mean? Like, disregard anything that Jarrod tells you because he's biased.
Look at that dude.
But Z is as good and as good as it ever will be.
Yeah, as far as
100%.
I watched
I agree.
Dragon Ball Z.
I might even argue
respect
that Dragon Ball is better than Z in a lot of places.
No, I would disagree with that. Dragon Ball Z is so much more escalation, and that's what makes it more fun. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just pure escalation, though. It's like,
yeah, but
this guy.
That's what makes it fun, though. You know what I mean? Because there's always a new thing happening. Whereas in Dragon Ball, it's just like, let's find another ball.
I like how it's just about like, I want to be a good martial artist. Like, cool. Let's watch this kid learn martial arts.
I can understand that. The purity of Goku was really cool in Dragon Ball and shit like that, where his like only motivation was just to be as good as he could.
Yeah.
I really like that. That's true. I can get behind.
But that's like what he still is. That's why the whole Tournament of Power happened. Like, there's super
But they
strong
made
guys
him.
that
They made him like.
Let's fight them.
But they made him like stupid. You know what I mean? Like where like he's like an autistic person, and the only thing he cares about is fighting. You know what I mean? Where it's like he has no motivation besides that anymore. And it's like, at least back in Z and shit like that, he still gave a fuck about, like, Gohan and shit to an extent, you know what I mean? And, like, his family and stuff. Where it's, like, Super, he's, like, just literally, like, abandoning his family.
Super, like, oh, I haven't seen Goku in, like, 8 months.
Yeah, he's just been off training, you know what I mean? Because he's just, like, he just doesn't give a fuck about anything. Whereas, at least in Z, it's, like, even when he was dead and he came back from the dead, he still spent time with Chi-Chi and Goten and shit, you know what I mean? To, like, meet his son. Whereas, like, he gave a fuck, you know what I mean? Like... But yeah, as soon as Super goes on, he's like, I need to be stronger. That's like all the fucking series is.
With this fucking angry cat.
Yeah, literally. I'm just gonna go live on a different dimension for a while, Chi-Chi. I hope you don't mind. I haven't been fucked in 13 months.
I like the scene during the Goku Black arc where like Trunks has to feed that one girl a sensu bean, but he like baby birds it to her.
Yeah.
Goku's like, whoa. He like touched his mouth on her. Yeah.
Goku, you have 3 children.
Like, what's that? Yeah, he's like, you have 2 kids. He's like, so?
I don't understand how this works. I just put my pee-pee in her wee-wee and I make BB, and then all of a sudden everything's happy, dude.
I go fucking Super Saiyan, my dick gets like 3 feet long. That's good.
I saw some weird thing on Pornhub the one time where it was like a 30-second clip where it was like Vegeta fucks Bulma, and then it like panned out to like Capsule Corp, and it was just the sound of them fucking, you know what I mean? And then when Vegeta went to come, the like roof of the building just blew off. So I'm like, yeah, that seems about right for like what would happen if you tried to fuck a Saiyan. Like it wouldn't end well for you, you know what I mean? It's like if somebody went like some 90-pound girl went to fuck a power lifter, you know what I mean? Like you're going to get split asunder. It's not going to be pleasant, dude. You think it's going to be enjoyable.
I posted a picture of Pycon in the chat.
Pycon's
He's like an alien Arab.
And he's got no fucking eyebrows.
He's an alien. He doesn't need eyebrows.
Yes, he does. Everybody needs eyebrows. How do you keep sweat out of your eyes?
I don't know. Ask Super Saiyan 3. They lose their eyebrows. They just turn to pure muscle. They get so jacked.
I think when you turn Super Saiyan 3, you've like become so powerful that you no longer need to sweat. That's the trick. You know what I mean? And then when you become Super Saiyan 4, you're so hairy that the sweat is just absorbed by your red fur. So it really doesn't matter. And then Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God really doesn't much matter at all because that's just fucking stupid.
And then I think in that fight though is the only time Goku ever before like using Kaioken. He used Kaioken against Python mixed with Super Saiyan for half a second. I was like, oh, but they never did it again.
Yeah, for like 30 seconds exactly, and then just like gave up on it. He's like, I don't know how to do this. What are you talking about?
Explanation though, because like it was too much energy he couldn't control or whatever. So he's like, I'll just fucking turn into like goop if I keep this up.
Wow, what a revelation! I like the idea of the annotations when I annotate this podcast, and it's gonna be like 25 minutes at the end of it where it's like Dragon Ball Z talk, and then I'll put in brackets Brendan is quiet.
Yeah, well Brendan says that.
While Brendan sits quietly and absorbs our bullshit. But you know what though, gentlemen?
I had smoked it all.
We've been going for like 2 hours and 14 minutes.
And I got sketty sauce.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm hungry and I want to eat some pizza.
Sketty.
So, what do you think? You guys got anything else you want to bring up, or should we call it a night?
What else we got?
You got any other topics you were thinking of, Brennan?
No, I don't think so. I think I was just mentioning like Crash Bandicoot 4 before.
Yeah. I had some like random news articles, but I'd rather not go through them because they're not super worthy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, what's going on in the world right now? More COVID, more rioting.
Yeah, and Chris D'Elia raping people, apparently.
Yeah,
so.
we covered Chris D'Elia, we covered video games. It's important news for us.
I think we've been through all the things that are important to our daily lives.
The Last of Us, covered that.
Similar right now. Yep. A lot of fighting and a lot of sickness.
Yep. pretty much
feel like covering it for the 7th time.
No, par for the course. I've talked about this
Yeah.
enough. You know what I mean? I don't need to talk about it on the podcast.
It's so good.
This
And
is just
Kieran
what life
being
is.
too much of a cuck lord to not be here.
Well,
Oh yeah, we never even brought that up either, did we? Yeah, Kieran was off doing family stuff tonight, so don't think that he won't be back. He will be back.
yeah, sorry, Kieran was gone. Just
Yeah.
He will be back until his phone inevitably
Yes,
gets back.
until he gets glitched out and leaves us. But don't think that he's like not a part of this anymore or anything like that. He had a busy night. So
I guess we just didn't address that. That probably looked a little. We all just start and it's like, yeah. So
yeah, literally
no one
never
mentioned
even
it. Okay,
never
well,
even
yeah, so-
literally never even brought
Yeah,
it up.
fuck that
I didn't even think about it until right now. I was just like, yeah, there's only 3 of us,
It
and there
probably
only
looked
has
bad,
been.
especially that we just didn't mention it. Probably looked like, yeah, no, just
Alright.
that went not bad, and don't
No.
say anything. No, he's
We
just off.
still love Kieran, and nothing has changed. Just Kieran had a busy night tonight, and he had some family stuff to take care of, so he had to go deal with that.
Boy.
So hopefully he'll be back next week. If he's not back next week, I'm sure he'll be back the week after that. He's not.
If he's not, then he is done.
Then we fire him. That's right.
It's one of
I'm
your
the
chances
producer,
to
right?
do
I'm the producer. Brennan's the director. Jared's the wife fucker. So he has no say on who's on the show. But Brendan, being the producer on the show, definitely has a say. So
Get your
Send
ass
in
back
your,
here next
dick
week,
pics
Kieran.
and we'll pick
you better get your shit together, Kieran, if you want to be a part of this unmonetizable podcast. It's pretty good, boys. I think we'll call it there, though, eh?
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
All right. World's Worst Podcast, number 7.
Number 7.
In the books. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.